We got Trip G's. Show them. Debbie, we got Lance. Show them, brothers. About to drop the link. I think we're gonna start the putting the consciousness in the conscious community thing. It's gonna take the Israelites to do that. If anybody would ever come on, if not, I think the Apostles to come on. I'm not sure. I haven't heard from her a little bit, but shout out to those of you who are awake. Hope my mic is not too loud. I want to ask you guys. Do you guys think that the LGBTQ community, do you think they can be a part of the Sean Lance, do you think they can be a part of the quote unquote conscious community? Like, do you think there's any LGBTQ consciousness? No hate speech. I'm asking a serious question. Is there like no hate speech? Do you think there is a consciousness in the LGBTQ? Because Chris Harrison, he's going hard. Yeah, man, like, do you think there's any of that community that will come on and give debates and presentations on the benefits of living alternative? Watch this real quick. Yeah, I know you guys see the tears, man. My stuff is strong. All right, let's get this real quick. Let's look up what is consciousness. Oh, you might be sleeping. All right, so if y'all come on, we just want to show you this real quick. Show him, Rio. Show him, brother. We got brother Rio James in the building. Let me just show you this real quick. Okay, we got brother Devion in the building. Shalom, brother.
Shalom. Shalom.
Isn't it?
You said what?
Isn't it late where you're at?
Yeah, it's almost 11:30.
Oh shoot! Well, whatever you want to go to sleep, brother. Though I don't feel you know what you do anyways. It don't matter. Shout out to brother Devion. Yeah, you don't hesitate to fall asleep. Yo,
I still was gonna hop on though.
Apex, shalom. Hey, listen, Sister Nepal and Sonetta said there's a chick named no, not disrespectful. There's a lady named DJ Genesis, and Sister Kanaz's name came up. I was like, oh, I don't know. I was like, I had to holler at Devion. So I don't know what condition that you guys having a baby and stuff. I didn't know if you could address it live, or you or Jeremiah or Sister Kana.
Hey, I'm with it. I don't know about Kiana. I can ask her though.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the topic is. I know it's something to do with like voodoo or some type of whatever versus the Bible or something. I'm not sure what you guys have to work out whatever the topic is, but yeah. Man.
Is it the sister who's supposed to go live tomorrow? Tomorrow?
Yes. I think Nepal said she's gonna be on the Coliseum tomorrow. I think.
Yeah, it was a live waiting.
Okay, so yeah, she'll be over there. So I'll definitely be tuned in when I wake up. I'm sure she'll be going. So because I have an outside class tomorrow. Yeah, man. So everything's going well.
Yeah, everything cool. Hopefully, we get to move in soon.
Okay. I want to give a shout out to Chris LGBTQ Harris out there. He's giving us subs. Shout out to the new subs out there. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate it. As you can clearly see, Chris has a live stream and he's like showing the video where we're wearing like our wives' panties, and like people in the chat are like, what is he doing? I'm like, oh, so these niggas don't have wives with panties.
I guess not.
I mean, it is a shout out to the community. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, Chris is over there showing it, like, like what I did was like weird or something. Like, nigga, like, first off, it's just a joke. It wasn't like my wife like went jogging, took them off, and I put them on my head. Like,
man, that's because he wanted a jock strap on his forehead.
yeah, I mean, a pair of nuts on his forehead. Teabag, Chris Teabag Harris. Yeah, this is but give me 1 second. Devian, can you hold it on for a second? I need to like bump my nose on.
Yeah, and it's wild that he keep going. And it's like, bro, you got beat by Israel doctrine for one. talking about the Bible is anti-African when it says you shall not abhor an Egyptian, right? And then also too, I mean, he went back to SVDL, a league with a bunch of deviants, sexual deviants, and he's still not debating nobody. wait. He back over there with Aqualock and Battle Axe, and out the blue.
Right.
Is this Lance?
You know we got Brother Lance in the building. Lance.
Shalom.
Lance, what's going on?
What's good? Can you hear me?
You're very, very low, bro. For somebody that got music equipment, your mic is mad low.
Oh, hold on. Let me turn it up. My bad.
And turn them dBs up, bro.
Okay.
Them decibels.
We should be good.
Yo, this nigga shit is called Pseudosciences University.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's Lance, the Pyramid Earth guy.
Yeah, Lance, you know that pseudo means fake, right?
Everything is pseudo before it's accepted.
Okay. All right, so I have a question for you. What is consciousness for Devia? What's consciousness to you? Like, if you can give like a just a concise, detailed definition for you personally. Consciousness.
For me personally, to be aware, alert, to take things into consideration, contemplation, pondering upon, different, aspects of life, but trying to work the mind. That's pretty much what.
Okay. Lance, are you gonna give us a pseudoscience definition? But what is your definition of conscious? Like when we say like the conscious community, when you think of consciousness, like what do you think of?
Well, that's two separate definitions.
Okay, what is consciousness is the question.
Consciousness is light. Light that is being I don't want to say like it can't go beyond a certain border, meaning the heart and the brain is generating a field that won't allow the light to leave this temple. Light is a collective. It's the light that chooses, that makes the decisions 1 + 1 = 2, or does the problem. The brain, the light resides inside the brain as the energy. When a person is dead, the first thing that you know is there's no breath, meaning one of the fields are broken, meaning the electricity is out of the body now, it's escaped. Consciousness is light.
All right. So what is consciousness to you?
Yeah, hold on. I just wanted to say something real quick. I just wanted to say this, Judah. Somebody sent me the video and said that your boy is still at it again. And I said, who? And he said, Chris Harris. I said, oh, man, come on, man. That's not my boy. That's not nobody boy. And so as I looked at it for a minute, I immediately turned off. And something told me to just look at his channel and go down the page. And I look at the boy's channel, and it's nothing but trash. At one point I said, damn, he done turned into the toilet. But as I look down his channel, it always have been the toilet. It always have been garbage on there, from the beginning to the end. But I really didn't notice it because I didn't look at his shit. And as I start going down the line and looking at his titles, I was really thinking that the boy is about teaching. And when I really look at it, I say, he's really no different than JJ 7000. When you look at it, he's really no different than Shaka Doodoo, because Shaka Doodoo got mad at the HOK because Tazoriak beat him in a debate. Chris Harris got mad at the HOK because Israel doctrine beat him in a debate. Think about that right there for 1 minute. Let that marinate right there. And that's when they started going off. That's when Chris started attacking you, Nepal, me, and the House of Consciousness. All because he got beat in a debate. That's when Shaka Dudu began to attack the House of Consciousness. All because Tazariak beat him in a debate. Do you see the similarities there, Judah?
You know, I definitely see the similarities, and I actually kind of like called it before. I was like, it seemed like the demon hopped off of one brother and then hopped right on Chris, because there was one brother that was there was one brother that was going back to back videos. Then he kind of like chilled out, right? Then you like notice that the demon hopped on Chris. Now it's like back to back videos. Judith Natsara, San Letter Nepal. Like, bro, you. I mean, like, no, you're basically a gossip channel, bro. You're a tea channel, but that's okay though, bro.
And you know what? I'm kind of glad that he's doing that. I don't want him to stop. I want his channel to be about that. Keep going, because when he starts trying to teach, there's nobody going to be over there that's trying to hear that shit. You already done brung in the gutter. They want to hear the gossip. They want to hear the gutter shit. When they want to hear teaching, they know where to come. Right over here at the HOK. They know where to come at. You see what I'm saying? So I tell them to keep it going. Don't stop, brother. Let the HOK be the one that's giving off the information. I heard this nigga say, him and Jabari, he's always putting Jabari nuts in his mouth. Him and Jabari, me and Jabari, we on the same level. Nigga, tell me one time you've been out of the fucking country. How many times you been to Africa? How many times you been to Egypt on fact-finding missions? Come on, man. How dare you put yourself on the level of the Floyd Mayweather, man? This nigga is really insane. I'm looking at videos and I got him. I seen when he jumped off the panel with Captain Tazariak. He jumped off the panel and was going crazy with Pastor Bennett. He went crazy with the video with Vocab Malone. How this nigga said, yo, Judah, man. Oh my God, if you get this video. The nigga said, yo, Captain, because they was talking. He said, yo, Captain, why you keep on replete? He used the word replete. He said, you are replete. You replete. So Captain cut him off and said, what do you mean? Hold up, stop. What does that mean, replete? Because Captain didn't know what it mean. You know what Chris Harris said? Chris Harris said, replete means when you keep repeating yourself. I said, what the fuck is you talking about? That's not what repletes mean, brother. That's not what replete mean. And so he said it clear as day. How can you even put yourself on that level? It's on the video with Tazariak, right? And Chris Harris and all of us was going at it. We on the it was Jabari and Tazariak's discussion. And I got to bring that forth. I'm going to show the people that this nigga think he's on somebody's level. He told Captain that the word replete means to repeat yourself. When we know it's talking about to be filled, to be, you know what I'm saying?
Replenish.
There you go. Replenish.
Yeah. Well, it's also like satisfied. It's like another alternative meaning to like well satisfied. Filled up.
So yeah, that's the video. I gotta look for the video where I'm gonna tell you in a minute. I'm gonna go in there and tell you, you're gonna be laughing like a motherfucker when you see this shit. And then he runs off the platform again like a bitch. When Tazariak was going at him, he runs off the platform. So yeah, that's all I wanted to come in and say, man, because this boy is going crazy. I don't want him to stop. Keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know what you're saying.
Keep going.
Yeah, like literally, like he's inviting. You know the rule for vampires: if a vampire cannot enter your house unless you invite him, right? So Chris is over here now trying to appeal to a whole nother demographic and community, and they're coming. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know, so he like Masonic said, they're not trying to hear nothing about Africa. They're not trying to hear nothing about, no, they want to hear the tea and the gossip.
Yeah. So now he's bringing over a whole different audience. They don't want to hear no teaching coming from you, nigga, because they looking at you. They like, yo, this nigga's a scumbag. Really deep in his heart, he's talking about people's mothers. He's up there dragging people's mothers, bro. How low can you go? And when you say, well, what are you talking about? I ain't dragging nobody's mother. Nepal is a mother. Nepal is a mother. Give a fuck what you say. Nepal is a mother with a 13-year-old daughter and her son. So he up there dragging people's mothers, man. This nigga don't have no woman. Have the people forgotten why his woman left him? Didn't his woman get pregnant with another nigga?
Oh,
It has been
Didn't this
confirmed.
nigga said the hell with that baby? Like,
Ain't
come
know
on,
that.
man.
Yes.
Come on, bro.
Yeah,
Look at your own backyard. But I'm not going to be going back and forth with him. I want the nigga to continue doing what he's doing. Leave
said-
this conscious shit alone, nigga. Stay in the gutter where you belong.
He said, F
Because you're
that
not
baby.
affecting me. Huh?
I was saying, Chris Harris said, F that baby. I'll throw that baby in the trash.
Exactly. Right. Why do you think his fucking girl left him? Because he act like a bitch. He acts like a bitch, man. So don't stop, Chris. I know you listening. Keep going, nigga. Don't stop. Make 100 more videos. You are now equivalent and drop down to the level of Neil X, Funky Throne, Shaka Doo, JJ 7000. That's the group you in, nigga. Do not compare yourself to no fucking Jabari. Stop it. You are in that group now. And that's where we're going to keep you at. So I want you to continue to keep going and keep talking. All right, Judy, yo, I'll come back up when I get the video. I'm going to show you the video.
Okay.
All right, peace,
All
y'all.
All right, shalom, Shalom. Shalom. Yeah,
Shalom, son.
Christine Harris. Christine Harris is back at it again, but that's because she has no content, so you really can't. I mean, you know, I look at it like charity, like like what he has nothing to teach. I'm looking. He has a video about me, right? So I watch a little bit of it, and it's just basically me back in the studio with my wife's panties. Everyone saw that live stream. We was all wilding out that night. Anyway, his chat is like, "Oh, this is so funny. I can't breathe." It's kind of like the dudes aren't saying anything because but Chris is trying to, I don't know, whatever Chris is trying to do. Hey, whatever. Like, thanks for the subs though. You know what I mean? But your channel is turning into a gossip channel. Gossip, like that's what it's turning to. When those views you get, when you quote unquote teach, you're gonna notice your views are gonna be like in the 200s. The comments gonna be maybe like 2. Why? Because you're opening the doors, the floodgates to the community, and that's good, sir. I already told you had no information to begin with. That's why you get your ass kicked in debates. Okay, you got beat up by Pastor Bennett, self-professed Christian, Israel Doctrine, self-professed Christian, and Vocab Malone, self-professed Christian. And for all 3 of those losses, you ran off early in all 3 of those losses to those 3 Christians.
Oh,
I mean, like, bro, what does that mean, bro? You're not good, bro. So what you're doing now, this is more your role. You're more like a Wendy Williams type of dude anyway. You was never a intellectual like that, brother or sister or whatever you're going by, auntie, whatever. I don't know what to call the nigga. I don't know what to call the nigga. So
nigga, he's no longer a MVP unless it's from running from debates.
Right? We seen him run from me. He ran from Devion, and he ran from Takori.
Yeah.
And nigga, win record is like the winning and lose record. Think about it. Like it ain't no like on SWV, he probably went like 10-0 or 8-2 or however they whatever. But on a larger platform, dude's record is like, bro's like 1 and like 10. Like straight up, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's more like a gift of gab type of debater. Like more than it really substance, it was just like, and there's other people like that. We know who we're talking about. There's really no substance behind the gift of gab. It's just pimp banter. It'll just lull you to sleep with the trying to sound intelligent with the body movements, gestures, facial gestures, certain sayings, certain word phrases like ad hom and gish gallop and whatever, and into like the down low IQ niggas. It didn't sound like he cooking, but other than that, it's just a bunch of just big words. There's no substance. Nigga can't take you into depth and no subject. Right. Dumb. So the nigga is doing what he doing. He look that nigga Chris. This is more you, nigga. Nigga, you gonna throw as a wig on my nigga? Like you fully there, nigga. Just just get him on in there. But okay, so Devion said basically that consciousness is being aware or being awake, while Lance said is light. I'll ask that to see his definition or whatever. But so to me, my definition is the same way. It just means like to be aware. Now, Sister Nepal, she comes over sometimes and she's like, well, she brings up some good points, right? Okay, so our basic meaning of aware is or awoke is like basically like conscious. You're conscious to like shit. You're not like dead to it. You're
Self-aware.
Okay, there's like self-awareness, but there's more consciousness. You have like sometimes there's a group consciousness. Oh, there's a consciousness with your body. Like if your body is like deficient of certain vitamins and things, it'll like your body will like kind of like wear it out and kind of tell you what it needs. It's not necessarily your mind being like, yo, dude, you need fruit. No, like your body, like I went through where like I went back to the States and due to the time thing, whatever, I had jet lag and like threw up. So all my like vitamins and everything that's kept like vomiting. So my body was like depleted of that. So I couldn't like sleep well. Like I was like real cranky. Like it was just like, then one of my friend's mom just brought over this like fruit thingy, like it was like tons of like blueberries and just strawberries and stuff like that. So I was like just smashing these. I really couldn't keep anything down. So I'm smashing all this fruit and literally like got normal, like literally like back to normal. I was like, man, that's the most high sent that lady to give me what I need. But my body was telling me like, yo, you need like whatever is in fruit, like you need that. And vegetables.
No, that's true because I had a similar situation. It was my first time on a plane. We was going to Orlando, and once we touched down, I don't know. I guess it was a jet lag or whatever. But as soon as we touched down and we got there, I started feeling sick. My stomach was paining, and I threw up everywhere. We had went to Universal Studios, and I threw up everywhere.
Oh hell no!
Yeah, and I ate before. You know what I'm saying? We got to do everything that we wanted to when we was there. So I guess like it caught up to me like later on that day.
Okay.
And I threw up everywhere, and I kept throwing up.
Well, so you know what I'm saying. So I was saying, okay, I'll be sure. So I'm saying like your body also has a state of consciousness.
This ain't about trash and Jabari.
All right, brother. I just want to say Elijah Muhammad's best friend was a Japanese general. I'm sorry. I'm gonna hop off. Go ahead, Jabari, and lie to the people. Thank you, Cap.
Yo, them two crazy, yo. Hey, Jabari, I don't know what you did to Judah, man, but he talk about you. He came on here because of something he saw in the chat.
Captain, hold on. Don't bring Jabari in yet. Let me get Chris. Okay. And then Jabari. Chris, you on the call. All right. Hey, Hey, Judah,
Chris,
you hear me? You on? You,
Oh, okay. I thought you unmuted me. I thought you unmuted me. I was speaking here.
Wait,
What's up, Zarya?
wait, sorry, is that the video or you?
What's going on?
Hold on.
All right, I'm even better to go. Hey, the book of Hebrews is replete. The book of Hebrews found in the New Testament.
Hold on.
It is replete.
All right, stop that. Kick that out for a minute.
Consistent.
It's who?
What's up?
Okay,
What?
there you go.
What happened?
There you go.
Oh no,
right,
wait.
Yeah. All right, I was a little mixed up. Here we go. Put it back in now.
Okay.
Check this out.
Consistent. Let's just change the word. It's consistently.
All right, watch this. But he supposed to be on Jabari level, y'all. Check it out. Chris, you on?
Oh, okay. I thought you unmuted me. I thought you unmuted me. I was speaking here. What's up, Zarya? How you doing?
I'm good to go. What's going on?
All right, I'm even better to go. Hey, the book of Hebrews is replete. The book of Hebrews found in the New Testament. It is replete.
Can you tell me what replete is?
Consistent.
It's who?
Consistent. Let's just change the word. It's consistently.
Okay.
Is it okay if I ask the question first before you begin to cut me off?
No, I'm not cutting you off.
I know a lot of you brothers do that a lot.
Did you hear what he said?
He said consistent.
Yeah,
this is crazy.
Consistently. No, it's just what Judah said. It's to be full, it's to be full of my
Satisfied.
food. Right.
Well supplied.
But he said it's what? Consistent. Like you just keep on repeating yourself. Like, what the hell is you talking about, man? But you on Jabari level, huh, nigga?
Replete is.
This is crazy.
And he used it in the
repetitive?
wrong sentence.
Maybe he meant repetitive.
He used it in the wrong sentence. Let me get Chris,
Okay.
and then Jabari. Chris, you on the call. Chris, you on?
Oh, okay. I thought you unmuted me. I thought you unmuted me. I was speaking here. What's up, Zarya? How you doing?
I'm good to go. What's going on?
All right, I'm even better to go. Hey, the book of Hebrews is replete. The book of Hebrews found in the New Testament.
I ain't that
It is
smart. Can you
replete.
tell me what replete is?
Consistent.
It's who?
Consistent. Let's just change the word. It's consistently.
Okay.
Is it okay if I ask the question first before you begin to cut me off?
No, I'm not.
Now let's go to this part. Watch this.
His anointed one.
Now
David,
watch how he jump off
apology.
when Tazariak get ready to bust his ass. He gonna do it again.
Not say.
He gonna do it again. Here you go.
I didn't interrupt you. You said I lied. You calling me.
That one, shame on you.
Be right back.
Now watch how he run. He always fucking run.
Hey, don't leave though. You should hear because you stupid. I didn't.
There you go. The ad hominems. You call them stupid. Expect me to say.
You
did.
I lied. You just said I
You
lied.
did lie.
Why
Yes, you did. You lied twice.
Interrupt you the whole time you talk. Mute your damn.
And I didn't.
I didn't interrupt you. You said I lied. You calling me a liar, and you get.
Yes, I am.
Said you stupid. Look at you unmuting again. You're a woman.
No.
Stop.
No,
being a
you're
woman
stupid.
and
You're a
right.
woman.
Stop being a
I'm
woman.
a woman that gets upset.
I'm not.
Hey,
I'm
Sinetta.
upset about.
Hold on.
He gonna run, Judah. Look.
I was
Chris, you
quiet
didn't let
so
him
long.
talk.
Sinetta interrupted to get you to be quiet. I didn't say one word while you spoke.
You
said
heard
I'm
like a
liar.
Christian.
Look at
There you
him.
go.
So again, I don't know why he left. I
Tazariak
wanted him
said,
to
"Look
hear
at
it.
him. He
I
running."
did not say.
Look.
I was quiet the whole. I was
Chris, you
quiet
didn't let
so
him
long.
talk.
Sinetta interrupted to get you to be quiet. I didn't say one word while you spoke.
You
said
heard
I'm
like
a
a
liar.
Christian.
Look at him. So again, I don't know why he left. I wanted him to hear it. I did not say that either one of those lineages was Mary's. I did not say
this
that.
nigga
I
whole
said Sextus Africanus
shit
was
is-
proven that
is
both
feminine,
of the
brother.
lineages
It's
was
feminine.
Joseph's.
His whole style
Neither
is
one of them
feminine now.
was Mary's. Anybody that
His
knows
whole
the Bible is dual prophecy. In the New Testament, they spent.
yeah, that's it. His whole style is fucking feminine, man.
Yeah,
I'm
that was
just
crazy.
hoping that the nigga continue to go all the way to next year. Keep banging, nigga. I want him to keep going in because when he try to teach, when he really try to teach and think he doing something,
you're going to see people like, nigga, we don't want to hear that. We go to Sarnetta for that, nigga. We'll go over there if we want to hear the Bible and the debates and all of that, you know? But yeah, Judy, I just wanted y'all to see that, man. That's all.
Yeah, you see that's y'all's
and
king.
Believe me, I got way more. I got more when he went up against Pastor Bennett. Man, oh my God.
Vocab Malone.
No, you see the back chat when he went up against them niggas, man. Damn. But
see,
I was still trying to ride with him. I was trying to big him up, but he got butt hurt because listen, when you having a debate, and some of the dumb niggas that be over there said, yeah, I didn't like the way Saul did that. When you have a debate, you have to stay for the completion of the debate.
Yes.
You can't break out like he did with Vocab Malone. Vocab won that debate.
Yes.
You can't break out. He closes out, and then he's so damn disrespectful, he breaks out after he closes out. Instead of letting Vocab, what did Vocab say? I don't want to debate this guy no more. I don't even want to talk to him no more after that. You see? And so now he did the same thing. Nobody want to debate you after that. You did the same thing to Izzy. How can you win if you don't complete the debate?
Man, I think he do that on purpose because he's not good. Like, I think the nigga hits a wall and don't have no more information and just want to just get out of there. So he just creates a fracas, or it might be he might really be that emotional. That's why I be trying to tell cats. I'm like, look, if someone throw you in the water and you start panicking, you gonna drown. If you relax and think about it, you might float. You know what I mean? So never go in with your emotions. This nigga's like mad emotional. Like you know, he's like a little sister type nigga.
Yeah. This nigga, he really better be lucky I'm not that same guy I was a few years ago. He's lucky, Judah. I got his whole fucking file right here. His whole file. Nope, I didn't dox him. Other people hit me with it. You heard? Other people hit me with it. I got his father, his mother, his girl, former girl, all that shit right here looking crazy. But now he's lucky I'm not like him. No, he's lucky I'm not like him. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I'm not like him either, but hey, shit. You know what I mean? That nigga know. No, wait a minute.
I ain't like him. I'm not gonna do that. You know, he's lucky. I'm not like his ass. He's lucky I'm not like I was a year or 2 years ago, bro. Cause it'll be no holds barred. But I chilled out with that. I'm like, yo, I'm just trying to bring the knowledge to the people. So he's lucky. But I tell you what, if he keep pushing me, I'll give him that smoke. I will. If he keep pushing me, I'll give him the smoke that he wants.
Wait, and you can do it over here.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Okay.
I will give him the smoke that he wants and put the information out. If he really keep pushing me.
Well, yeah, nigga Chris, I don't know what's wrong with this dude, man. I hope he enjoys it, but for whatever it is.
Talking about him, but he continue to talk about me. You don't hear me going in on this nigga, but he continue to talk about me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, clout chasing is weird.
That's his fault.
Yeah.
He got
and
beat.
If you think, I mean,
he got beaten to the cheap seats.
Yeah.
But now I told y'all he wasn't good. I told you the nigga can speak well, but there was never any substance behind. He's a contrarian. Whatever you say, if you say up, he gonna say down.
Yeah.
Just to kind of clout chase and get some rhetoric going. There's no substance. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, shout out to Tagore.
Yeah. And
that's
whack because you know what I'm saying, he want to talk all this smack but won't hop in the ring.
Nah, nobody want that nigga hopping in no ring. Nah, hell no.
Nigga washed up. I told y'all he was washed up, man. He started as soon as he tried to burn the Bible or something, he got zapped. And I started seeing him getting carried on that other league, getting carried by his own group member who was a judge, and he started, he's like, oh, it's too easy. It's like, bro, it's obvious that you're getting help, bro. Stop. So,
Right.
yeah. Well, but when they have to really fight on their own, you see what it is. Chris Harris had a chance to fight on his own on the HOK and got knocked out. He got knocked out by niggas who listen. Israel doctrine has probably the worst doctrine I ever heard of any Israelite.
Yeah, and he didn't stand up like a man and say, "Yo, you know what? Let's run it back." What did he do? He ran and did the Shaka Doodoo. He ran and did the Neil X. He ran to the gutter and then started talking about my woman.
Well,
shit is crazy. He don't have no daughters. He don't have no children, right?
Nope, not a one.
See?
Yeah, that's damn. That's something you should definitely be. You know,
that's why he talking about.
That's why he talking about everybody else. They don't know nothing about being a man. Because if you was, you wouldn't be talking to her like that. All because she said something about, yo, you don't listen to Chris Harris when he started talking about so and so. This nigga got butt hurt. This nigga panties got butt hurt.
Sounds like Chris to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Chris has been doing, I told you, he's been doing weird stuff, moving weird. Like, come on, man. Like, it's obvious, but anybody from the street can just be like, yo, my nigga, like, what are you doing? Like, what? He comes out talking about, Judah, man, we're going to need you to step down. Okay, like, first, okay. See, Saturday, I listened to the depth of this shit. Basically, what him and the IUIC was doing was, quote unquote, going to merge Torah Nights into IUIC. With Chris, I guess is the new quote unquote leader. When Torah Nights is not a group like that. Like, there's no membership, there's no leader. It's not like that. Like, there's nobody trying to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, like no one's trying to be a new Jesus or none of that over here. So, you know, but homeboy always wanted to be the clout. Chris told me one day, he was like, yo, man, he was like, I guess he used to play ball. I don't know if it was in high school or college, but he was like, you know, back then I used to get a lot of praise, you know? He was like, so I'm kind of like a spotlight kind of guy. And when I don't get it, it kind of like, and it's true. When Chris is not being quote unquote worshipped, he has to create a fuss to keep the attention on himself. He told me this. So this is just Chris being Chris. You know what I mean? He don't have no information to give you. So you can wait till somebody else say something for him to have anything. Well, let me go against that by using the counter argument. Like, just to be a contrarian. Like, no original content or state of thought or school of thought given to the people. It's just a reactionary Chris Harris. If you say up, he gonna say down. You say right, he gonna say left. You say hot, he gonna say cold. Like, bro, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So now you get the true content.
That sound like a cat with an agenda.
What you think happened, Judah? Because if you know, I could be a mean motherfucker. You know, what you think happened if I was to send the videos that he made to his job and show him how he's harassing women? I'm
sure his job wouldn't. They definitely, you know, mix.
If it's a real job, they would be like, "Hold up, well, what's going on here?" You know?
Yeah. What are you saying that maybe he's working like a used shoe store or something, like what, like, because he did lie. He said, he told me he had a degree and that he was a college graduate, and then I come to find out that perhaps this isn't quite true.
Yeah.
Like, no, Sandra, does he have a degree?
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I haven't seen it.
Why is there like, no, I don't have a degree. I'm a college dropout. So, and I say that not proudly. I'm not saying it with pride. I'm just being truthful.
But there's a lot of people. To Corey, real quick. Yo, you sent that to my email, but it wasn't nothing in the email, bro. Damn. I was like, wow, man. It wasn't nothing in the email to Corey. When I opened it up, sa.netta@yahoo.com. It was nothing in the email, brother. sa.netta@yahoo.com.
Are you talking to Coda or to Corey?
To Corey.
I think I saw him up. Oh, I see him. I don't know if he's still.
Man, yo, I'm gonna jump off because ain't nobody gonna make a whole 3 or 4 hours on this nigga. I just wanted to just say what I wanted to say, and then that's it. You know, let the nigga keep going. Let him burn himself out, Judah.
I'm not plussed at all.
If I was you, I would let him keep burning himself out. I wouldn't even say nothing no more to him. If you don't want to, but if you do, that's cool.
Hey man,
I support you. You know.
Hey, there's always going to be a few people that are going to like be like, why is this dude always talking? Who is this dude? And then, you know, like might actually come over, click over, and be actually, yo, this dude actually has some information. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what these guys are talking about over here in the HOK. Oh, okay. Some people, you know, a lot of dudes are going to be like, yo, like these niggas is right. This is the community. And this nigga, a whole leader. You know what I mean? They go over here leading in the gossip and the quote unquote reaction videos about nothing, about jokes and shit.
Leading in stupidity.
Yeah, it ain't.
Because right now he would be like the front runner of dumb niggas.
Yeah, that's what I said. Low IQ. He made a reaction video to that. I did the low IQ video trolling on, not really trolling, but had the troll title on a HOK. It we got a lot of niggas angry and shook up. You know what I'm saying? And questioning. You know what I'm saying? Then they get angry at Judah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, yeah, okay. I titled that for a reason, but that's not the title of the debate or the presentation wasn't the point. It was the point was what I was talking about. So, you know, so Chris over here reacting to it like, oh, Noetics is fake. No, Noetics is real, sir. Okay, you can go to the National Institute of Health, sir, which is number 2 behind Harvard University as a legitimate source of information, sir.
Yeah, this nigga's a real fucking gossiper. He over here worrying about you putting your wife's panties on your head. You know, like, nigga, what the fuck?
Well, they don't like women over there, so that's strange. You know what I mean? Like,
what is you talking about? Like, why is you worried about another man, bro? And what he's doing with his wife?
Right? Hey, man, that's probably community things. I don't know. It's a little strange to me, but he likes to talk about it, shit like that. You know what I mean? That's probably what they do, man.
All them niggas over there was concerned with that shit. Like, they happy to see that shit. Like, y'all niggas is crazy. And Judah, you know, I did that way before you, Judah. I think when you did that? During the
this probably like 2 years ago, maybe.
All right, see, I did that way before you.
Oh, good.
And I did it at the time of COVID, when COVID was on. See, they think we just go and put it on when there's when you just pulling the panties off. No, these are clean, nigga.
Yeah,
clean. And so what I just did it just to take a picture, just to have fun with me and my chick. You know what I'm saying? Stay right there. I'm gonna show you my picture. Hold on. Keep talking.
All right. Yeah, like there's no way in the hell my wife is gonna be jogging or doing it or whatever, and then she's gonna take her drawers off and throw them on me. We're gonna be like, man, hell no. They're clean. Yeah, I'm saying you're not gonna like be walking around and then be like, here, Judah, and I put them on my head. That's not happening. I'll be like, yo, man, you gotta get them shits off me. Yeah, it's not happening. No. But of course, I mean, come on, like every husband probably feel the same way. Like, yo, you get them shits off me. You know what I mean? If they're clean, it's fine. But you know what I'm saying? I think it's in the bottom. Said he put my underwear on as a COVID face mask. Yo, there's nothing wrong with that.
And
right?
That's you, his woman.
Right. What's wrong with that? I mean, you know, like if a nigga think that's weird, if like a dude thinks that's weird, like yo, man, like trust me, we're not saying that the chick was off like, you know, went to karate class and they came back and then threw them on your head and you over there just chilling. Nah, bro. No, ain't nobody doing that, bro. Unless you a high schooler or some shit, you know, but not no grown ass man. Nope. But yeah, man, Chris is
I'm back. Let me get this. Watch this shit. See, niggas, right? They don't have no woman, Judah. That's why they jealous and they get mad at that. Because they don't have fun with their wives.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They don't have fun with their wives, man.
Well, I hear they secretly hate women, like on some whole other shit.
I guarantee you, we are not the only one that did that. If you got a wife, man, and you in the house and you chilling and you playing with your queen, come on, man.
Yeah. And the post said it was hilarious, and he wore them in the pic. Listen, me, Devion, and his other dude Leo did too. Right in the same video. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like just clean. I think eyes panties were like new. They weren't even like worn yet. So, you know. But these niggas, but yeah, you know, that's what these niggas have to. That's their content. Like, yo, let's play this video. Oh, look at this. What is it? What is it? He uses a word. Cringe content.
Yeah, that's what it is. Something like that.
Like, bro, panties are cringe. Really?
Yeah,
okay.
That's some crazy shit.
I guess that nigga that he wants some damn Hanes boxers.
Right.
Yeah.
Nigga wants some tidy whities in his face or something.
Right. And my shit was bad. I had the sheer joints too. Yo, here you go, Judah. Here you go. Right. Hold up. Let me see.
They wear jock straps on their face, right? Oh, hold on. Oh, well, yeah.
See that? That's the sheer joints I got on right there, boy. But that's clear. That's clean. And it was COVID. So I said, yo, I'm going to the store and I'm going to put on my white panties on my face. And I'm going to the store.
Yeah, man. See?
Now, what's wrong with having fun? Go make fun of this, Chris. Yo, look at that nigga son Neto. That nigga got his queen panties on his face. That's because they don't have no woman. They don't have a wife. You see?
Is that right, Chris? Shalom, Jeremiah. Hey, he really did. Hey, yeah. Listen, I ain't trying to get struck with hate. Probably. He been watching too much Kevin Samuels. Listen, man. I don't think Kevin Samuels is bad. But hey, I think this is around the time. So it might have been like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. We were I think I was drinking beer that night. So you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Look at that. Come on,
man.
Don't get mad. Those in the past too.
Oh, I'm sure he's gonna make a clip. He has to have content. You know what I mean? Shout out to Chris and the community. You know what I mean? These niggas. Anyway, yeah, man. You know what I mean? And that's how it goes, man. You know, we don't have any more. We don't have any content. When you were faking jacks, you know what I mean? There's dudes that know how to act. You know what I mean? And then they act for a little bit, but over time the act gets old, and you start to see what's really going on. That, you know what I mean? The act, it was an act. There was really no substance behind it. So you don't see Chris debating anymore at all in years. And when he does debate, he gets whooped. Then he turns to the you know what I mean, the Wendy Williams shit.
Right.
You know,
can get turned into the Oprah Winfrey show.
Yeah.
He had a what was it? Coffee in the morning with Chris Harris or something like that. Morning coffee or something.
Oh, you know that's nothing but the male version of the tea.
Right. Exactly.
So Chris already made his transition.
And it's not like you exposing me by showing it. Show it. Show everybody. I got it on Facebook. The fuck? That's my picture on Facebook. I showed everybody. That was during the time of COVID. I didn't have a mask, so I got creative. My mind. I said, oh shit, here we go. I can't go in the store without a mask. Let me put on these joints right here, these share joints. You know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like you said, man, the nigga's like 49, 50 years old. The nigga don't have a woman. Nigga don't have a kid. You know what I mean? Nothing to worry. You know, a kid to worry about, to teach.
And that's not a good thing. That's a bad thing, because when you look at it, when you do decide to have a little one, and your baby is like 15 years old, you're gonna be like 50 something, man. 50 something. You ain't gonna be able to play basketball with your kid. None of that. You gotta think about that, man.
Yeah, it's true. You know what I mean? A person that just had my last baby at like 49, so you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot to think about. I do think about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like my two boys came last, so you know the two girls came first. But I think about it all the time. Like, dang man, like I think my first kid at like 35. So
I was I was a little older when I first had my first son.
okay.
Shit, I was 22.
Okay. Well, that's still pretty young.
Yeah,
That wasn't like, you know, like my dad and them, you know, they had me when they were like 25. My mom was like 23 when she had me. So she was like, you know, she was pregnant with me at like 22 and my sister at 21. So, but he had already had my other brothers and sisters, 3 of them prior to that. So he had to have been like 17, 18 years old when he had my older brothers and sisters, at least 18, 19, at least. So they were having a little bit younger, like early 20s. I would say my dad was born in like in the 1950, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, they wasn't like 35 years old before they had kids. Now, you know, but yes, because now, you know, shit's like a little more busy and shit. You know, as far as things were more simple back then. But then you also got to factor in all these other shit too. The other factors of people not having babies. Like sometimes the women outperform the men in the corporate world and in education and things like that, whatever. So she might want to date or marry a man in her financial bracket, right? So that would lessen up a chance for a brother to get a decent sister, or vice versa for her. And you have like the alternative stuff, which, you know what I mean? Niggas, you can't have a baby with, you know, when you're involved in that, you know. So
Yo,
you know.
So my advice to you, Judah, is let that nigga stay in the gutter. We bigger than that. We ain't gotta go down. Because we stooping to his level. That's all they got. He don't have no content without the HOK. He need the HOK to stay relevant. So soon people gonna get tired of it, just like they got tired of Shaka Doodoo. You see what I'm saying? Just like they got tired of Neil. They gonna get tired of it. And what you gonna come with after that? Because you're saying the same thing. And then when you decide to come with the information, they gonna be like, oh, nigga, get out of here, nigga. You gutter, nigga. We know what it is. Stop being a hypocrite. You're not really about that life. You with the dragon shit. You with beating up on women, nigga. That's what you do. Stick with beating up on women and going at women. That's what you do.
Dang, Chris.
So, yeah,
well,
man. Don't go down that road. He's the same as JJ, bro.
Hey, well, at least JJ right now isn't acting as like this. This dude is carrying on from what JJ was doing, like picked up.
Yeah.
So anybody like see, like, you know what I'm saying, like there's demons and things are real, man. Like if you look at it in real time, it hopped on one dude started going hard, hopped off him, he kind of going back to doing what he's doing, hopped on another dude, just do what, you know what I'm saying? But they fighting against each other and shit too at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what is that? It'll be like every man's hand shall be against his brother. The niggas over here infighting, but they do have one common goal: the HOK. Tor Knights and the HOK.
And you know what that means? If you wasn't about nothing, then why would they be talking about you? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I was nothing, Judah, do you think they would be talking about me?
Absolutely not.
If I was a JJ 7000, why do you think they not making videos of a JJ every day?
Well, they didn't want to give him any more clout.
Because he's not going to go nowhere off of JJ. Yeah. I got to go at Sarnetta, the HOK. He's the highest one right now. So we got to go at Sarnetta. If I was nobody, they wouldn't even be talking about me.
What's crazy is like I get it, people fall out and stuff, whatever, right? But like the nigga should like know, like I mean, look at how the nigga like exits. He like burns the bridge. He did it with Torah Knights. He did it with the other SWV. He did it with HOK. So the nigga has a habit of burning bridges to the point where it's like, nigga.
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look at these like traits. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yo, I'll be back, man. You know, I'll be right back. I'll come back over when I, really want to get something, man, or get a debate in. Because the nigga called me, and this is word to my mama, Judah. The nigga called me, man, begging me, yo, Saul, we got to get this debate going. Yo, let's get this money. Yo, I'm ready to get this money and make this money. This is what he was saying to me. I'm ready to make this money, man. Let's get this in for the money.
Wow.
So when I told the nigga that yours and Israel doctrine debate is free, that nigga was like, oh, shit.
Wait. So he
thought he was going to get a bag off of that. I'm not. Come on, man. Who going to pay to see Israel doctrine?
Wait, and two, especially from his peers, we pay attention to like niggas wins and lot, like we know it's not about polls and judges, right? We know as debaters we like know who really won, like you know what I'm saying, like as debaters. So what was it a fix? Chris is, he's more emotional than intellectual. That's what I'm trying to tell Kaz. Like, man, you're not gonna rattle me. I'm not gonna lose focus of the goal. You know what I mean? Nobody in Torah Knights, we're very focused. It's like the military.
But I will tell you though, Judah, he definitely had a payday coming. So I'm glad he did this shit before I could do that. He had a payday. I was working on setting him up with a big time debate, like for the money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad he showed his true colors.
Listen, but you would have been paying a losing man
over there on that channel over there. We're gonna see what he get over there.
But sorry, you would have been paying a losing man. That's not. That's. I mean, that's like what if you would have paid Chris and Chris would have got 3-0, a 4-0 with Q&A, made it look horrible.
Mm-hmm.
So and Chris is in the Q&A. Chris is known to fold like a cheap suit.
Yeah.
He will. And if in the Q&A, you can get Chris all rattled and get him complaining, oh, this is your gish galloping and blah 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 blah. That's an ad hom, blah 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 blah. Instead of like answering the question or like whatever or asking it, always gets rattled and unfocused. It's something you'll notice during the Q&A. It's always very short answers with us because we know people like to like talk and milk the clock, milk the clock, so to speak. Keep yipping and yapping and wherever. For us, we don't mind. Go ahead and do that. But us, we're going to give you a clear, concise answer, and we're going to stick to what we're saying over and over and over again so that you get it. That this is deliberate. So there is like an art to debating. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And Chris don't have it.
Nah, he's done. He's washed now. That nigga washed up now. He done played himself. He showed his true colors. He did the Garfield. Showed himself. He played himself. So I'm happy. I'm telling you, I'm fucking happy.
But see, so the thing is like for a long time, Chris. First off, Chris tried to act like he was younger than me when I think Chris might be older than me. That's one. Chris would always act like he'd always say it's just little bro in competition with big bro. Well, it looks like I was little bro the whole time. Like he's older than me, right? But I wasn't in competition with Chris. Chris has been chasing in competition with me for years. So we get on HOK, right? If anyone remembers the debate, it was like Torah or Ma'at. He got smoked. Even Captain Zari was like, yo, like Judah clearly won. It was like no disputation about that. You got smoked, which isn't anything new. You've been getting smoked for years. So You just got smoked on a larger platform. So Chris always has that. Judah is well. I gotta get Judah, and then it's like Sameta didn't like cater to him, which he's used to doing. He's used to getting catered to.
Yeah.
Solar File used to cater to Chris. Oh, Chris, what do you need? Oh, dog, you gotta fix this, dog. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm on it.
Yo, man, I'm gonna talk to you, Judah. Don't
right.
You know, he ain't worth talking about all day.
I mean, that's true.
Not at all. Trust me, man. The nigga's not worth it, man. He's a nobody. He's gonna always be nobody. You know, look at who he's debating now. Look at who he's debating now. So let him talk. Let him be the one to keep his platform in the gutter. Not you.
Shout out to Barack and Battle Axe.
That's why you ain't gonna see me talk about that nigga on my channel. Get out of here. I don't even want people mentioning that nigga name on my channel. Let that nigga channel go into the gutter, not mine. Anyway, peace and shalom to everybody, man. Peace, shalom, Davion. Yo, man, I was thinking about me and Nepal and Judah was thinking about your wife, Davion, getting her foot wet, taking on another sister. She's an African spiritualist or something like that. She's a priest, and she wanted to take on a Christian or someone that deals with the Bible. Her perspective is it all comes from African spirituality. The Bible, the Torah, everything. What do you think about that?
I mean, I think it would be a great debate.
You think she's ready for that? Have she been studying, brother?
She pretty much study every day.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, peace. And she's gonna do her call out tomorrow, Davion. I scheduled it on the HOK Coliseum, so she'll be on there.
And give up a little bit of the teacher, ask her a little bit of questions so Davion's wife could get familiar with what she's teaching, and then she'll know what to go in on. So I think that'd be great. That'd be hot. That'd be nice.
Definitely. Yeah. And Senator, go ahead, Davion.
No, so what time y'all going live?
It's scheduled on there. I think it's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern. That's what we have it scheduled for.
That'll be 7 here, I think.
Well, maybe. You might just double check, but it's 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I think that if Sister Kana can, because I know she's with child and in the stages where, the morning sickness and everything, but if she can do it, that'd be great. It'd be great to see her come out and have that premiere debate on that,
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, Davion, the sister is she know her stuff, brother. So she knows her stuff, bro. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Well, Kiana know the Torah.
Okay, there you go.
But I had asked her earlier. She said she would. It just depends on how she feel.
Right.
Yeah, I feel you. Right, brother.
But she first called out a Christian, and then she started talking a little more, and her position is that like the African spirituality began before anything, like before Torah, and that Torah came from it. So she's doing her call out tomorrow.
Wait, what was the last part you said?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You cut out a little bit.
She says that her position is that African spirituality was the beginning, and Torah and everything came from that.
Oh. Well, okay. I would like to see her try and prove that.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be great.
Shalom, Dakota December. But anyway, I also came in here really quickly. I don't want to be on too late, but we were going to talk about the MOTB. The mark, Sonnetter, GMS, shout out to them. They like to talk about the mark of the
beast. Yes. Hey, yo, King Zoe, why don't you come on here and you shout out Free Dr. York? This nigga said, tell Sonnetter, Free Dr. York. Yo, nigga, you come on here and tell the people Free Dr. York, nigga. Don't be scared, chump. Come up in here. So we can all beat you up. Soon
Yeah,
as
you
say
know,
that, we can all blast you after that.
right. You know that nature, you know who Nature Man.
Oh man, yeah, Nature Boy.
Tell
come
him,
on,
you
man.
tell him, Senator.
Yo, you heard about the beatdown, Judah?
I didn't know there was a beatdown. I thought it was like something sharp involved.
Yeah, I heard somebody got
not only
shanked.
that, now don't take my word for it. This is just a rumor so far. It's not validated, but I heard he got,
Oh
graped.
man.
I heard he got graped inside
Yep.
the pen too. So
Very
don't
reliable
take my
source.
word for it. You might hear more coming out soon. So you know.
Oh man.
You
Hey,
hear
but see,
more coming out.
what are his? I'm sorry. What are his exact charges again? Like,
Grape,
oh shit.
some other stuff that, like, you know, holding
Kidnap,
people
is it
against the will. Kidnapping, yeah.
Oh
and
shit,
grape.
that nigga's done.
No, they gave him life, bro.
Oh
Plus
shit.
life plus 30 years. But he got an appellate an appellate lawyer, but still he's all busted up.
But
He
how
got
does that
grape.
even make sense, Nepal? Life plus 30 years. Like, what the hell?
Like nigga, your ass die and be reborn. Your ass gotta go to jail.
Right. You
Right.
got to go back to jail again for 30 years.
Like damn.
Well,
I don't remember even doing that shit.
he's appealing it. He's appealing it, and in the interim, some guys, you know, hemmed him up and did a whole, you know, took him out, took him like on Pulp Fiction in the
Oh
basement.
no, American Me. Yeah.
Yeah, American Me. Yep.
Well,
And then stabbed him afterwards. Or perhaps he was fighting back and that's why they stabbed him.
well,
Yeah.
nigga, nigga want to be a cult leader. This is what happens. Nigga.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? You know,
Yeah.
that's why.
I heard something. I heard some of his
I
wife
heard
was
your
even
boy,
crashing out.
I heard your boy Polite. He in the joint teaching hard, like he got a following now in the joint.
Shit.
God damn, man.
I mean, see what I'm saying about these guys with the gift of gab? They can talk their way. Yeah,
Right.
see? They can just manipulate motherfuckers. Just be, goddamn, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nigga, that's, hey, it's what it is.
It's terrible.
He used sell, man. Yeah, man. Well, he used to sell man bussy.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, what
Who?
Nature.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember
What?
he did a show, Nepal. Was it with us, Nepal, when he did a show and there was a trainee there and he named the trainee the queen
Oh, yeah.
of his movement and took the queenship away from the real women and named the trainee.
Yeah, and had the women bowing down to him.
This nigga is out of his mind.
See what I'm saying? That cult leader, these cult leader niggas are always weird, man. I'm telling you. So I get it. Like, I didn't know that nigga was that. No, I remember him saying some crazy shit like, yeah, my son touches my privates when me and his mother engaged in relations. I'm like, this nigga wildin'.
I asked him all of that in the interview. I forgot what he said, but I asked him all of that. Y'all could go and review the videos. I think the video is still up. You know,
This is like, I'm gonna assume in between 2013 and 2016. It's around that time. I lived in the projects here in Tokyo, and I remember just him saying that shit. And we like, yo, but yeah, man.
Saw you. Was your man's at on point. What the hell is he trying to speak Spanish?
You say that was your man's at one point.
No, it don't say that, Judah.
It should say one, but if you gotta eat, shalom, Tate.
Mm-hmm.
So he was saying, you say that was your man at one point.
Yeah, that was. I mean, everybody know that. That was my nigga at one point. Yes.
What did he say?
That was. What I'm gonna sit up here and lie about that for?
Who was your man?
Hey, yeah. Listen, there's a lot of scumbag niggas we was cool with. We was cool with Chris. You know what I mean? Now look at these niggas. We was cool with a whole bunch of scumbag niggas. It's just all just doing scumbag nigga shit.
Yeah. So what's up? So what did we decide for the date? Because we keep dancing around this thing with before we get a Sarim-Ka in that team debate, because the word in the street is a Sarim-Ka is joining forces with other Kemetic teachers to go against the WASPI. So we need to get your debate locked in.
That's gonna be before that though.
Yeah,
Gonna be before that.
All right. And we have to
yeah, we can do it next week. We'll get an official date when we speak to Asar. I could call him tomorrow, and we can get an official date and have it for Wednesday.
And topic because
we need to promote it. Come on, we need to get it today or tomorrow.
Wait, get what tomorrow?
Okay,
honey.
Okay.
Wait, get what?
Donetter's nice. He's a very generous, loving community leader.
No, I'm not no community leader. I'm a leader of my family.
See, that's what I'm talking about. See how humble he is?
I can't trust the community.
Oh, no, that's right.
Can't trust that. I'm a
leader. Which community? Listen, see, people get on the Israelites, but those of us who really, really take our nationality serious and we really take the Torah serious, if we're not just talking shit, we're not gonna be going to do no scumbag nigga shit because the Torah forbids it. So Southern may not admit it, but again, through actions, don't get me wrong, there's a few bad apples everywhere, right? But for the most part, the Israelites, at least the ones around me, are mostly respectful, mostly, supportive. You know what I'm saying? And you really don't have a bad rap for no scumbaggery, no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So that's all according to the Torah. You know what I mean? Our intellect comes from the Most High, from the Torah. Shalom, take too short. And we don't ever give glory to ourselves. It's the Most High that gives us our intelligence. Even though, we're whipping everybody's tail, that's the Most High doing that. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh. So he's showing yo, I'm gonna show you these guys who are not learned in the world, who don't have college degrees. I'm gonna have them whip up on everybody. And so it's happening. You know what I'm saying? So look at Chris, man. Chris is supposed to be Mr. Collegiate guy. He's over here making videos and ain't nothing collegiate. He's not talking about no information. It's about me wearing my wife's panties on my head.
And me being on your show singing, so what? Making it like it was some stupid ass romance, bro. We have fun over here. We were laughing our butts off when we were doing the oots.
Yeah.
We just have fun. It's get over it.
Yeah, we were kicking it.
Right there when I'm on here. He is
everybody in the chat's rolling and kicking it too. So there's no no weirdo shit. Niggas always trying to steer a narrative. Nigga is little sister for real. And I don't mean no disrespect towards women or the girls or the female gender. I'm just saying this dude is very effeminate acting. He's been acting this way. And the nigga is not even trying to man up.
Yeah, let's get off that. Come on, man.
Oh, and before Senator,
I'm sorry. Bring that guy up again.
Got it. Shout out to Brother Yara. Let's shout out to Elder Yara. Peace.
Oh yeah,
shout out to Elder Yara.
Don't let nobody know nothing, Nepal. They'll see it when they come up because they, people calls and try to stop them. So don't say nothing.
Shout out to Elder Yara.
Shout out to Elder Yara. You already know.
Yes.
God, shout out to the Elder.
You know what I mean? Code of honor.
Nepal, share the flyer. Share the flyer right quick. For Jabari, Nepal.
Okay. I'm getting it right now.
Chris Mangina Harris. Hey man, that nigga proud to you. That nigga don't ever try to listen. I'll be the first to say I don't be trying to be the most thugged out street looking nigga whatever. I like to look street casual. You know what I mean? To look like I have some type of sophistication, but I am tapped in to the street. You know what I mean? Not that I'm out doing street shit. I'm just saying you know what I mean? That's some of my fashion is.
Hey yo, you ain't see us interview what's my man name? Zip with the Drip today?
Yeah, I was tuned in. I was listening to that this morning. Yeah.
You know who that is, right?
I heard this name from another channel, but you know what I'm saying? I never went to, since I don't pay attention to that shit.
He's with, I don't know if they call it the beef sector.
Okay.
Or the gutter sector. I don't know what they call it, but they be going at it over there. And so him and Inky went at it today, you know, because
so I saw that.
Mad. Yeah, he got mad because Inky interviewed 10 Toes Down. So he started going in on Inky. And next thing you know, Inky came over here to my joint, had his name in the title, and he hit the panel. Bang, popped up, pulled up on Inky.
You know, me and Inky were supposed to have a debate, but he kind of like ran off as usual, like the rest of them do. But shout out to Dr. Inky though.
Supposed to have a debate on.
I think he might have wanted to have a debate about the. Here's the link, you guys, to get tickets. It's the Ella Yara Al-Azhar and the Pod versus Jabari Osaze debate. So you can get tickets if you missed it here. If you're watching, trust me, it was a really, really good debate. And trust me, get your pen and paper out and jot down everything you hear. It's the best.
What are you putting up, Nepal? What's that? Nepal.
You can't hear me?
That's not now again.
That's the Judge Joe Brown one.
Oh, where the flyer?
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
No, I'll get that.
Wait a minute, bro. Wait a minute. Wait.
That's the moves we making. We ain't playing over here, Judah.
Wait a minute.
That's the moves we making, man.
Wait a minute. Judge Joe Brown versus who? Who does he have a discussion with?
Jabari.
Yeah, I heard Saudetta say that not too long ago.
Jabari.
Can I give my
Kamala Harris and Judge Joe Brown? He dogs Kamala Harris. So Judge Joe Brown knows the history of who she is and all of that. So that's going to be a real good.
There it is. I'm screen sharing, my friends.
Wait, you guys do know? Let me say this real quick in response to that. Hold on, Pot. You do know?
What I do?
You're like whistling and stuff. Listen,
I thought I was.
You do know what's up? All right, sorry, sister. Look, you do know that the Jabariites, if they talk crazy against Judge Joe Brown, they're gonna look crazy. This man is a respected judge, and you know you have to be a lawyer to be a judge. So if there's any type of crazy talk, any type of like crazy talking down to, any type of arrogance to Judge Joe Brown, somebody gonna look crazy because Judge Joe Brown is like famous even in Japan. Like gets it in. So this is gonna be powerful. Here, wait.
Hey, yo, listen. I was talking to Judge Joe Brown on the phone. Man, Judge is a loose cannon. He was calling not Jabari because I was trying to get him to debate. What's the first dude in the pod that I said? The first dude.
Mark.
Yeah, I said, yo, Judge. I said I got a brother, Mark Lamont Hill. Y'all know Mark Lamont Hill, right? So I said, yeah, Mark Lamont Hill.
He used to be with York, and now he did defund the police.
He said, "Oh, that chump, I done smacked him up and beat him up and did all this already. He's a chump."
Oh, wow.
He was like going in on him. I said, "Oh,
shout out to Judge Joe Brown."
Shout out to now. I'm saying chump, but he was using the F word, if you know what I'm saying.
We got it.
Not bag, but
we got it.
I'm saying he was using that word, and I was like, "Damn, Judge is going hard on him."
Well, no, shout out to Mark Lamont Hill, though. I'm not saying
Mark Lamont. That's
I don't.
Man right there.
I don't condone that, but I have love for both of them.
I was trying to get that debate first, and so Lamont bailed out the last minute because he had something else that day. You see. So that's when I just thought of Jabari, because I said, all right, well, Jabari, he loves Kamala Harris, and Judge dogs Kamala Harris. So that's it right there. That's the debate.
Now, I agree with that's better suited for the Jabari to take a debate with a guy like Judge Joe Brown, where they can like trade back ideas back and forth. But sourcing up and coming from linguistics and stuff like that, there's no competition. Like I'm gonna Ginsu that man up if he ever, because I don't know if you guys know this, but Jabari actually left a message on my thing talking crazy. he wasn't overly disrespectful or nothing, or whatever. But he was basically, Jabari, condescending, whatever, right? So I'm gonna show you guys, not right now, but I'm like, you know what? It's good. He's not getting too personal. I'm like, but as long as he, doesn't run, he's one day from all that run, he's gonna need to buckle down. Well, actually, at this juncture, according to me, since he's got stripped and beat up 3-1, that's 3 L's. So if he has Judge Joe Brown and that's 4 L's, something that doesn't call you the champion, but I'm gonna be looking at you like you and I know. You know that I know that you know that I know that you know.
Yeah, shout out to Judah and shout out to Jabari. One day we'll see you guys in the ring. Hopefully.
Yeah. I'm gonna,
Sonnetter can make it happen.
You can remove that now. Judah, you can remove the flyer.
Okay.
I'm gonna say peace and blessings.
Yeah. If I remove that, it's gonna.
Yeah, me and the Paul, we out right now.
Yeah, I think I need to get to sleep.
Yeah.
All right.
But we could do the lesson even tomorrow. Well, for my tomorrow.
All right. Well, we're gonna go into a little bit of the consciousness thing aspect of it because I know it's getting late with Debbie on that too.
Go get it in, Judah.
I'm gonna listen, but Judah, I do want to do the MOTB thing for sure.
Oh, that's fine. So when I do the thing, whatever, I'll take the Revelation 13 out. We'll save that.
That's what I was thinking. I want to get on that with you, but
Davion, peace, man. Shalom.
Yeah, peace to Davion and his wife, his family. Peace to you and I.
Shalom
to the chat. Peace and love.
Shalom.
And stay out Auntie's closet. Peace.
Yeah. Yeah. So most lawyers are, Rob. I think all judges were lawyers, right? So this man was a lawyer and a judge. So like any condescending talk from Jabari is gonna look crazy. People are gonna be like, "Bruh, you are not on Joe's level, bro."
But he's supposed to have a degree in whatever field that he said he have a degree in.
Let's say he does have that degree. What is that going to do with the experience? Judge Joe Brown's like 80-something years old, probably.
Exactly.
So, you know what I mean? He has like all that wisdom. Jabari's going to be like a child compared to Judge Joe Brown. And any Jabari lights out there talking about Jabari B, he whooped Joe Brown. Like, that's that low IQ. This is going to be that low IQ decider.
Right. A judge who went to schooling to be a judge, who had to work his way up through the law. What's the word I'm looking for? Through the offices of law, different offices.
Where they take the bar. Well, first off, to pass the bar exam is difficult in itself. And I'm trying to look up right now. Are all judges
and it stuff you gotta do before you become a lawyer? Like, can't you be like a paralegal or something like that? Or like work in a law office?
So I'm looking at that right now. Man, why do y'all keep saying Jabari is a gladiator, man? He came with no information and got whooped. He was complaining he wanted to get out of there, bro. Like, y'all don't know what y'all be looking at. Y'all be mesmerized. But real debaters be looking.
He was like, come on. He didn't want to answer no questions.
Wouldn't answer no questions. He was getting frustrated. He was getting flustered. He just didn't have any material. Everyone else was sourced up. He didn't have any. And they're like, he's a beast. Bro, stop. You know what I mean? Do judges have to be lawyers in the U.S.? A justice does not have to be a lawyer or a law school graduate, but all justices have to be trained in the law. Many of the 18th and 19th century justices studied law under a mentor because there were few law schools in the country. The last justice to be appointed who did not attend any law school was James F. Well, I just want to see if I'm sharing. I just want to see if Judge Joe, was he a lawyer? Was Judge Joe
You spelled judge wrong, but it's all good.
Yeah,
Still popped up.
Yeah. My shit was all banged up. Yeah, I'm over here. Judge. Well, look, I'm gonna put 3. Oh, he was in the military? Wait, well, hold on. A lawyer. I just want to know, was he a lawyer? In 1981, he was appointed U.S. Attorney for the Middle District of Tennessee. He prosecuted a number of major fraud cases and argued over 200 cases in the 6th district. Judge Brown served as judge advocate in the U.S. Army from 1965 until 1971 after he had completed law school. Wait, are they talking about Judge Joe Brown?
Click on that right there. Whoever Joe B. Brown. I don't know.
Wait, because I don't want to see no Jabari Yates talking about he watched Judge Joe Brown. I'm gonna be like, wait, okay, this is a white guy.
That ain't who that is.
All right, I was about to be like, wait a minute, bro.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm just gonna open up this Wikipedia, even though.
Go back to the. I was gonna say it said former something at the top.
Oh, hold on, I'm trying to click this thing real quick.
You might have to go back.
All right. Click
the back button. Yeah, there you go. Well,
right here?
I think so, yeah.
All right. It says, raised in the Crenshaw district of Los Angeles, Brown graduated as valedictorian from Dorsey High School. He earned a bachelor's degree in political science from the University of California, Los Angeles, and a Juris Doctor from the UCLA School of Law. While attending law school, Brown worked as a substitute teacher. He is a member of the Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity. But wait, so we're going to focus on...
Scroll up just a little bit.
Up?
Yeah, go up.
All right.
Right there.
Okay. Joseph Blakeney Brown Jr., born July 5th, 1947, known professionally as Judge Joe Brown, is an American former lawyer and television personality. Okay, this is what we wanted. So, Judge Joe Brown was a former lawyer and judge. Then you can see him, you know what I'm saying, UCLA School of Law.
And look, I was gonna say, look up how long you got to go to school to be a lawyer, because it said he graduated.
Well, hold on. So it should be like, how long does it take to be a lawyer?
You could do like years of schooling to be a lawyer.
Years of school. Oh wait, is this it? Okay, years of school to be a lawyer. It said, how long does it take to become a lawyer? Law students can expect to spend about 3 years earning a Juris Doctor degree. During the first year of study, well, hold on, let's open this up.
But there's another one right below it. Oh, okay. It said how long do most lawyers go to school or something like that.
Okay, let's get that. All right. The question is, hold on. The question is, how long do most lawyers go to school? All in all, it takes a minimum of 7 to 8 years to become a lawyer in California. 7 to 8 years to become a lawyer in Cali, right? Almost a decade.
Ain't that where he say he?
Yes.
Yeah, where he grew up.
From Crenshaw.
Yeah.
Including the time spent earning your undergraduate degree. Depending on when you take your exams and whether you pass it on your first attempt, the process might end up taking longer. So this guy went through the whole process and became a judge. So I'm saying that to say, we're really, we got Zion. People are really going to try to say that Jabari whooped or beat Judge Joe Brown. I'm like, bro, that's the low IQ community.
Yo, so y'all know I have a paralegal degree. I worked for multiple attorneys. You know what I'm saying? This is my field, you know what I mean? That I'm going into. I'm just finishing up my bachelor's. I got about another, pardon self, I still got cotton balls in my mouth. I just had surgery. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Real G birthday today. You know what I mean? I'm 50 today. I'm an OG officially. But yeah. So y'all can hear me?
Yeah, you good. Shalom.
All right, shalom. Shalom. So yeah, so the first 4 years is your undergrad. But once you're done with your undergrad, you still got to do 3 years of law school. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it says 7 to 8. You know what I'm saying? That includes your undergrad degrees. So if you have a bachelor's degree, you can literally go straight to law school, but you still have to pass the LSAT. But, the whole thing is the persuasive argumentation. You know what I mean? And in order to be a lawyer, you have to know how to bring up what they call binding authorities, persuasive authorities, primary sources, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. Evidence is extremely important. Understanding how to argue, Jabari he's a scholar. He's an academic scholar, and I take nothing away from him. But I don't know if his field was directed around persuasive argumentation. Although in college, you do have to, debate Lincoln Douglas style. And you also have to do peer reviewed, thesis papers and, and all of that stuff. So this is going to be like a class of titans. However, you're talking about a man who became a judge, even though he got disbarred, but, regardless, the man was a very, predominant judge in California. You know what I mean? During the time of mass incarceration. The man was nothing to mess with. He was a prosecutor, I believe, and Salom El Diara. He was a prosecutor and I believe a defense attorney at one point. So he argued on both sides of the fence. You know what I mean? Y'all brought up law. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I have no ability to jump on.
But listen, listen, Zion, this brings up the good point of too of like when they say like our elders. Well, he's one of our elders is still living. That's an icon. You know what I'm saying? Like worldwide, everyone knows who Judge Joe Brown is, and he's an accomplished man academically and intellectually. And I think he said the reason why his show got canceled is because he wasn't trying to entertain any Chris Harris type community activities.
Yeah. Did y'all ever see the video that Mike Epps did on him?
No.
No, I haven't. What was it? Yo, Zion, you there?
The brother passed out or something, y'all.
No, I ain't never seen that video. But I'm saying like for like Jabari not to even have that long or like that extensive amount of schooling. Right. You know what I'm saying? And he tried to flaunt his degrees or whatever. Right. And he wants to call himself a Kemetic priest and try to push Kamala Harris, who's not even our people, and Judge Joe Brown know her father and have spoken to her. And they told him that they aren't quote unquote black. And the father said that he got mad that he was called black.
A lot of Caribbean cats do not like to be called black, just like a lot of Africans don't like to be called black. North Africans and even Jamaicans and Caribbeans. You call Barbadians or whatever black, they reject that. They don't like to be called black. They look at black as an African American term. and not a Caribbean term.
Do you know the percentage of East Indians in Guyana compared to everybody else?
Oh yes, thick. They're thick with East Indians.
Well, that's why his family are slave owners. Going on mute.
Right. Yep.
I have nothing. I have no skin in the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't elect no king over me besides the King of Kings. You know, my political affiliation is Ethiopian World Federation.
But I heard something say before that Jabari and Judge Brown was gonna have that discussion. But it's like I'm looking forward to it because the dudes in the chat that we talking about Kamala Harris is black. I mean that would be like the sole topic that they would debate about.
Come on, Courtney. I mean, I know Devion.
Hey, you said what?
I was saying, Con. We got Neil. Wait. Bro, it should be a great discussion. I think that what I'm telling everybody, in the past, telling everybody that there's a community that wants to join the conscious community. And you know, yeah, I mean, are they gonna like talk politically, or is this gonna like what? I'm anxious to know like, what is their goal? Like what exactly are they trying to? Are they trying to become in leadership? Is that just their goal, or what? Anybody got any idea as to why the LGBTQ community wants to join with or why people who are in that community try to merge the two? Neil, do you think it can coexist?
Infiltration.
Wait, I can't. I heard you, Judah, but I didn't understand that. What is going on with them, and what are they trying to do?
They're trying to merge the alternative community and the conscious community.
Okay, I think it got something to do with being lonely over there. You know, I don't know. That's all I can say. Because everybody got their perspective. You got their community in the churches, in Islam, in Christianity. You know, all of the different Judaism, everything you can think, Shantoism, they're everywhere. So why are they trying to get in the conscious community? Because they feel that they're blocked out. But I think it should be a lot of conversation and dialogue, even comedics. You got that priest guy. What's his name? Simba Ra?
Yeah, that Ra Simba Bog cat.
Yeah, that cat. So, I mean, and I done heard gay priests and all. So it's just, that's who they are. They're here. You know, we got to deal with it.
They're infiltrating. And that's what they did to BLM. Remember, there was a brother who actually was with dreadlocks, young brother, who actually started the BLM, right? And then he died suspiciously. And then it was a LGBTQ sister who took over. And their direction was more has become more toward LGBT rights than actual Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, they want to stick their Deanie in a suit.
Yeah, and you know, in American law, medical law, I think it was 1976 and earlier. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody know? But homosexuality was considered a disease.
Yeah, they took that out.
It was.
Drapetomania also. Drapetomania was the fear of becoming a slave, and that was a mental health disorder as well. That was removed.
Wow! How can you just remove?
I still have drapetomania, y'all. I suffer from drapetomania.
Wow! Too much. Now Drake. This is what I want. Was you kind of making a joke on the rapper Drake, right?
No, it's called drapetomania.
Oh, Drake. Oh, I was about to, because you know why I said that.
Yeah, no, I got cotton balls in my mouth. I just had surgery. Pardon self.
Oh, I got you. Well, you know how they trying to. This one thing, just to even think about the Drake thing with Kendrick, they not like us thing. But what the Canadian blacks, if I'm wrong, I'm from Detroit. That was one of the last stops of the Underground Railroad. So those should be like our grandchildren up there, right? Like our
Yep. Canada.
Yeah, I used to live I moved to Canada in like 2012. Like, definitely, those are our people up in there, man. Like you can see I moved all the way to Nova Scotia. You can see our people.
Yeah.
Parts
of. There's still an area where the descendants of the bloodline, African Americans that were in the transatlantic slave trade. There's still an area there where they live. You know what I'm saying? And
wow. And
I
didn't know that the Detroit was that important to have. And quote, you can go and look this, Google this. I just Googled it, comes right up. The biggest Mason temple on planet Earth is in Detroit.
Wow.
What's going on with that?
I definitely didn't know that.
I didn't. And the Nation of Islam started there. We got a lot of stuff going on in Detroit.
Yeah,
you're right.
And then before in New York, which is the tallest building, Empire State Building. Before it was the Chrysler Building.
Right.
So Michigan got a cold hand in American society. Being the French was French first, and when we deal with the English and the French, I think the French is more cultured than the English when we go in ancient history. And I think they started before England. I think France was before England.
Yeah, the Yorks rights. You talking about Masonic?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The York rights.
Scots. Yep. The Yorks and Scots. So you had the Yorks, which is like the British. Scots right, I think, was like French and Scottish. So I'm not sure how that works.
Yeah, but how Masonry started, the first Grand Lodge was in London, but it was from Protestants, the small hats, and Jesuits.
Right.
Now, any one of you guys in the Los Angeles area like myself?
No, I'm a New Yorker.
No, I'm in St. Louis.
St. Louis. Have you guys ever been to Los Angeles?
Never.
Yeah. No, I never been.
You have, Judah?
Yeah.
Okay, Judah. You know where Wilshire Boulevard? That's like the main business sector in Los Angeles. It splits Hollywood from South LA. Wilshire Boulevard has a temple with all these statues wrapped around it. Now the first statue is of what's the white guy name that supposedly started the Masons? And he's supposed to start the Klan too.
Albert Pike.
They got Pike on the beginning. It wraps all the way around. The second to the last is a picture of Hiram Abiff and Solomon. The very first king is Djoser and Imhotep, and they look like straight Negroes on this big temple on Wilshire. I think it's the Scottish Rite Temple.
Wow. Yeah, Scotch Rites are supposed to have that. They're supposed to have that they're a higher degree. And once you reach I think the 33rd in York Rite, if you wanted to go any higher, you'd have to go Scotch.
Wow. Yeah, and they call city. Now watch this. They call what they call Paris the city of lights, right? Anybody remember?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
But remember this? Paris is supposedly like the word paranormal. Paranormal means appear, like an entity, a spirit behind a spirit, and it was supposedly been from the word Para-Isis, the temple of Isis in France.
Can.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
I heard that. Yep. Yep.
That's wild right there to me, because I know Napoleon, when he went over there, he took like so many scientists with him as well.
Can.
So a lot of information came, a lot of the sciences maybe from Kemet to Paris that made it the cultural city that it is.
That's a fact. They had a cultural obsession with Black knowledge and Black culture. I forget, was it Josephine Baker who went over there and became very famous?
Yeah.
Loved her in Paris, yo.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And then if you go back to that old movie with you know what I'm saying, with Billy D. Williams and Diana Ross.
Yes.
You know that
I like that.
Yeah.
What that Lady Sang the Blues.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
No, that movie freaking daggone traumatized me as a child. I saw that. Oh my God, that movie was so rough, man.
Hey, Ward Child, I gotta ask you this then.
Yes,
so
sir.
you remember what was it? Man, I just forgot. It came to me and left.
What? The Billy D thing?
No, was it Paris? I'll think of it. But I did want to say this. This really got me. You notice how if you could be in New York City right now, and when you see Judah or you see me, your natural statement is, "Hey, there go the homie."
Yeah. Yep.
Now in West Africa, the kingdom of the homie, which practiced voodoo.
The homie.
Come on. And wait, hold up, guys. Hold up. They got a play, the very first play recorded in American history with an all-black cast called In the Homie, 1901.
Wow.
Man, that's crazy. You can go to Cali everywhere.
I never made that connection, yo. That's deep, yo. That is so deep.
Hey, even some of the book that Judah got a book, I think Judah got a book about Timbuktu, from Babylon to Timbuktu. They even talk about Judah and Awada. Awada's a kingdom in the homie.
Can.
Wow.
Oh, that's where that is? Because I have a source.
Yeah.
I got the source that everybody likes. This is an old book written in that old King James English. And it says how it talks about this like West African Jewish kingdom.
Yes.
Right.
And it's like an old ass book too.
Wow.
And I got a bookmark. So anybody want smoke? No, oh man, that source is not like bro, stop.
Here's an interesting thing. Whenever you see like in the Jewish the temples, you know what I'm saying, they start doing the chanting, you know what I'm saying, they start singing.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? And they were like, saying Adonai Eloheinu, you know what I'm saying? But they sing. I just recently watched the video how they pointed out that it's a call and response type of singing, which is further proof that the culture, that there was a Mizrahi Jew in the synagogue, and he was singing, and they were call and response, just like how Black, our African culture. That's like specific to our culture, the call and response.
Wow.
And so they're chanting and they're doing the songs, but it's call and response, and nobody really paid attention to that. That actually could be further evidence of the origins of Judaism.
Wow. And you know how else I looked at it too, what y'all was gonna say. You look at the Hurry Maquette, which they call the Sphinx, right?
Can.
Okay, it points towards the east where the Indus Kush or the Indians left.
Right.
So now you got to remember an old childhood nursery rhyme. It goes, it's a whistle like 3 blind mice.
Right.
Remember that? Now, if you look at that cool cat time, and there's always a mouse and cat chase all over the planet. We are in the continent of Africa looking at 3 other continents: Asia on the right, Europe in the north, and America on the left.
Can.
And the cat can see the 3 blind mice clearly.
Oh man. That's wild.
The riddle of the Sphinx, baby.
Yeah. And that Sphinx is.
Wait, hold on. I was want to mention. I noticed today that Dr. Inky had on the Royal Archmason shirt on today. If y'all saw HOK, wow. it was Inky versus Zip with the drip.
Yeah.
And Inky had like a Royal Archmason. I forgot which degree that is.
Wow.
Yeah. No. Brother Inky doesn't you know what I'm saying, he doesn't hide the fact that he supports Masonic teachings. I don't think that he's what they call Freemason. You know what I'm saying? Because there are Kemetic lodges. You know what I mean?
But even Hebrew, right, War Child, like with the one I named earlier, Harem Abith?
Yes, sir. Okay. Harem Abith, and you know what I'm saying, and you got Jubilo, Jubilam, and you know what I'm saying.
One more,
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, but that's like for Jubilo, Jubilam, because look, they're one of their things is right, like from their Hindu, because they also added in Hinduism in their this little
yeah.
They mix it all together,
right?
And but I mean, Masonic teachings are nothing but Bible or other people's teachings just thrown into the lodge. I mean,
Hiram is in the Bible. Hiram is in, I believe, Chronicles and Kings. If I'm not
yeah,
he
he's
was the
there.
master builder of Solomon, no?
Of the temple.
He's listen. He's there, but Freemasonry tells you that Hiram Abiff is not really built upon him. It uses him for a reference, but his name was like not even Abiff. You know what I mean? I think it says like Hiram Abi, right?
Okay.
So they say that like his legend is not. If the Hiram Abiff is more closer to Osiris than he is to Hiram of the scripture.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Because even during the rituals, they'll call the master Solomon. Like they'll use it as a title.
Okay.
Right. And they also have the two pillars in there. You know what I'm saying? Boaz and Jokchin in any Masonic hall. Now, when I was in South Carolina, my family, you know, they're all Prince Hall Masons. You know what I'm saying? The Waring side. They're Prince Hall Masons. And inside their hall, they got the checkerboard floor. You know, I had to do some work in there, and so I was allowed in there, even though I'm not a Mason. And it's right down the block from Waring Drive. And you know what I'm saying? And they have the pillars with the the arch over it and the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? And they consider it a Solomonic, not Solomonid temple. You know what I mean?
You know what's ill though too? Like, and we have, we should, well, not we should, maybe that's the wrong phrase. If this is the conscious community and cats are that interested in like these, like, I know a lot of these like movements and stuff started from like Masons, like Malachi Z. York, Elijah Muhammad, whatever. These guys were like Masons. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying whether it's good or bad, but just state the fact that, because you have the white ones too, like John, what's his name? John Smith from
yeah, I know that Society of Christians. What they call them? Joseph Smith.
The Mormons. The
Mormons, and then you got Joseph Rutherford, which was a Mason for what do you call it? The Jehovah's Witnesses, Rutherford, and
Charles Chase Russell.
Shit, Charles Russell. Thank you.
But who's Joseph Smith? Joseph Smith. Who is that?
That's the Mormon dude.
That's the Mormon.
Okay, that's who we think. Joseph.
He said he claimed to find Hebrew tablets written in Egyptian in South America. I call BS.
I mean, how would the nigga know whether they're Hebrew or
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you can't even look at it. Help me out with this, War Child. So I'm looking at, I think it was somebody on the chat the other day with Judah, talking to Judah about the Dead Sea Scrolls. I Googled them. They said they were forgeries. Is that all true or partially true or not true at all? Have y'all found any research?
Okay, so what happened was there were real texts that were found, right, in the Dead Sea Scrolls. But the Catholic Church had started to create fake ones. And they were also trying to add pieces because they were like submerged underwater for for long periods of time. And so a lot of it was damaged. However, a lot of the books that they found in there, they also found in the like 88 books of the Ethiopian Bible.
Wow.
That they thought were all plagiarized books or perjuries, but then came to realize that those books were in Ethiopia for all those years before they found those fragments. They were fragmented. And so, yes, there are fake ones. There are fake replicas, you know what I'm saying, of the Dead Sea Scrolls. You got to be careful with what you read. Yeah.
Now you remember also. Oh, go ahead. Anybody else want to say something? I want to hold it down until I can. I don't want to be overbearing.
No,
this is great. This is great.
Okay.
So I like this.
I was gonna say for years the Western world attributed Zimbabwe's great temple of stone with no mortar in between all those rocks to Queen Solomon and Sheba. They wouldn't give the African tribe till they found out. But this is what scares me about science. I was saying the other day, pointing this out, that they found out it was the Masonic people and they gave them credit, but they found out in certain museum drawers, they had all kind of, they knew this for like 80 years. So how much more stuff do they know that ain't telling us?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. You know, all these things that's why they made them mystery schools. That's why they call them mystery schools. You know how we make the play on word with history and his story.
Yeah.
Well, what is mystery?
I would say my story.
My story.
I've been on that.
You know the real word. Come on, man! But y'all know the real word.
You know, we play on words, but you know, as black people, we do these parallels with language. We've always done that in rap and the whole nine. We've always used parallels.
But wait, let me ask you guys this question though, right? Because I always try to get the same debate on HOK. These guys always run. If you have brothers that are in the Masonic Lodge, right? This is no judgment on them whether they are or they're not. But I'm saying, like, yo, if the Most High gave us our own initiation process, should we be following the Europeans version?
Definitely not. And we follow the Most High initiation process. My son is about to turn 12, and this next year I'm going to teach him. We're going to go through Hebrew and the whole nine. We're going to learn it together. And his bar mitzvah on December 7th, we're going to do that on LOJ Society, and he's going to do the whole. You know what I'm saying? He's going to do his bar mitzvah. He's going to speak in the Hebrew and then the paleo, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna read, you know what I'm saying, the Torah portion, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we doing that.
I don't think Zion knows what I'm talking about.
You talking about
wait, let me give hold on, let me give you guys. You guys do know that the ability to speak in a symbolic language is an ability. If you can talk to people, look. If you have 100 people and 10 people understood a symbolic language without necessarily speaking it, just by looking at it and understanding what they're looking at, they can communicate with secretly forever without the other 90 knowing what the hell is going on, if they're not taught to speak in quote unquote symbolic language.
Right.
So I'll give an example. Right. So if you heard their story of the Masonic Messiah, you know what the story is basically is saying. That on like March 7th, I think, or I forgot on the third, like Friday the 13th, I think, in March.
Judy, you being cut out.
You glitching a little bit, brother.
My bad. So, hold on.
I want to hear what you have to say about that Friday the 13th because I have a little.
I was listening.
All right, look. Yeah. So if you know what I'm talking about, their Hiram guy. Their Hiram guy is basically just Osiris, right? But they add in their myth unto him. So the main ritual is basically, it sums up as on like on Friday the 13th, I forgot what year it is. The Catholic Church came and seized this guy called Jacques de Molay and his knights up, right?
Yep, and hung them upside down.
Their treasures, burned whatever secrets they had found, or whatever, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
that's where I was about to go. Yep.
These Templars had to go. These Templars were called they were like the military wing of the Catholic Church, right? But they were like the poor. They were like they were like poor, not like this point they were not like necessarily I guess they still were the nobility, but you know what I mean, like. They were like not. I guess they wasn't necessarily poor, but let me keep going. Anyway, so they were getting persecuted by the Catholic Church, and they had gotten all their wealth taken, all the stuff. So their main three things with Jubilo, Jubilah, and Jubilum, is the three things that were taken from them: government, king. So their main goals are like private property, religion, and authority or kingship,
right?
Not to wipe them away, but to change them into its image. So you'll notice that in all these different quote unquote Abrahamic religions, that there are people who belong to the lodge in them.
Yes,
and no matter where you go, they're there and possibly in places of influence. So they're actually like calling the shots.
Right. Well, that's what Freemasonry is. It's they consider themselves master builders, not of actual brick and mortar, not of literal brick and mortar, but of people. And so this is why most Masons who reach a high degree become religious leaders. They
look what they start teaching.
They begin organizations like Dr. York and et cetera, et cetera. They go out. Look at Bishop James T. Mason of the Church of God in Christ. If you go to Memphis, Tennessee today, and go to one of the convocations of the Church of God in Christ, you'll see that 90% of the preachers, the pastors, bishops, etc., are all Masonic.
Right. But listen, it goes to my point. So let's say any Mason out there, if they ever hear Torah nights, when we go into the temple teachings, they used to record like old lessons and upload them to their because they knew that their interpretation they were given by the lodge was given by the lodge. That's not the Torah's or the Bible's interpretation, even just due to basic linguistics, right? So anybody sees when we go into the quote unquote Levitical temple man 3 degree, Masons no, well, wait a minute. This is very similar to ours up into the Master Mason degree, but without going through Europe and without going through the European, without going to England, without no hats involved, no Christian church, no Islam,
right?
No Protestant church. Is strictly like an Israelite thing, and only very few Israelites know about it. Like they like kind of know about it, but they like don't like know it to the extent that we know it.
Right, they don't study this, they shun it because you know what I'm saying, and rightfully so. But then you still kind of leave yourself open to ignorance.
But listen, though they do. But listen, because people tend to think that these guys are holding like some old and ancient knowledge. No, man.
No,
like their whole shit is nothing but like modern shit, like whatever they call it.
It's what do you call it's like neo-cultism. I forget what they call it. You know?
New Age.
So it's like, but they throw in words like ancient. You know what I'm saying? Like the ancient. It's not. There's nothing ancient in that shit.
Just like that book. What was that book called? It was called the White Brotherhood.
Wow. Oh, the Great White Brotherhood. Yeah, that's
White Brotherhood. Yeah. And a lot of religions came out of that. Even the Owaspy and
the Ascended Masters.
Wow.
Y'all heard of Saint Germain?
What about the Urantia?
Urantia also. All that. Same thing.
Okay.
All of them. All of them.
Look, real quick, because my phone about to die. I wanted to ask you, watch out. Just to pick, I say gorilla back instead of piggyback, right? Not the pig, but the gorilla. The gorilla back on that wordplay thing. I was like, was we just looking at this white man one day in all his ignorance and said, you know what? Let me name you by your ignorance. You're a peon. You're a peon. It's like, do we know?
That was a good one.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
All right. Peace to the family.
Shalom, man.
All right.
That's not. Yeah, man.
Yeah, before we get off of here, though, look, me and Nepal had this little. We didn't get it out. Sean, no, she's listening. Remember, I asked you guys. Show them his accent. Yeah. Saint Germain. I did a lesson on Saint Germain, and YouTube flagged my video. Said that it went against guideline and policy. There was no cursing. There was no nothing. It's just Judah Nasby knowing like so much that those who want to hide should be like, man, how the hell does this nigga know about this?
Right.
But, you know what I mean? Like Torah night code breakers. You get into that Torah, you begin to think different.
Don't share the troll, man. Trolling is a demonic spirit. People who have the spirit of trolling, they have either mental health issues or demonic spirits. I don't entertain.
Well, I highlight all the comments. I don't be like reading.
I get you, but the Bible says we should not stand in the way of sinners, nor sit in the seat of the scornful. So I rebuke all those spirits.
Listen. I love this one of my Psalm chapter 1. I live by that. You know what I mean? Like it's like blessed is he who has not sat in the session. You're over there just listening to people talk crazy about the Most High. You're just over there just chilling. Like, nah, bro, that's not blessed. But actually, the word is Asherah, which is like happy. But hold on, am I sharing?
Yeah, you sharing.
All right. Okay, listen to this, y'all. We're gonna keep it. It's the same basic meaning and definition. Consciousness, the state of being aware of and responsive to one's surroundings. They're given a example. She failed to regain consciousness and died 2 days later. Right? So consciousness means what? Her like aware, like you know what I mean? Like right? Awoke, not woke. So look, so you see like awareness, wakefulness, alertness, responsiveness, sentience. Some people may not know what sentience means. Let's open up sentience. I guess that's it. Wait. Anyway. What is the full meaning of consciousness?
Awareness of one's own existence, sensations, thoughts. I even go a little bit further and say that it's also the ability to interpret, consider, and reflect on information. Whereas certain animals are more instinctive, we have the ability to question and go against instinct.
And cogitate, yes.
Yes, cognitive functions of your brain to be able to take this information in. I even read another article that talked about how they're trying to scientifically map the brain's coding when people are considering thoughts. So they look at how dreams function, in REM state, and they also look at how people function when they're reading a book and then they stop to think and consider, taking notes, and there's flashes in the brain in the frontal core lobe, but then there's also like echoes in the back of the brain. So they're trying to figure out how consciousness works.
But
I mean? Yeah.
But Zion, can you read that thought again? Like the
state of being conscious, awareness of one's own existence, sensations, thoughts, surroundings, etc. The thoughts and feelings collectively of an individual or an aggregate of people. The moral consciousness of the nation. So just like your brain has multiple synapses, they say that when we are in a congregation or in a group of people, and we're like, for instance, right now we're shooting information off on each other. Some things that we may agree with, some things we may not. And then what we're doing is just like the functioning of the synaptic brain responses. It's shooting information back and forth. And so they even say that this is what gives credence to the idea that the universe also stores information and has cognitions. Pardon myself, man. My mouth is all messed up.
Listen, the Most High. We say that the Most High, if he says he is existence, that would mean that he is mind. We all know that the mind, the brain is the organ, but the mind is the brain's function, which we would call like the spirit, right? It's the consciousness. That's why when he read, listen, these words, the state of being conscious, like, you know what I mean? There's various directions for this consciousness. You have awareness of one's own existence. You know, as an inward man, you're not just a lump of flesh. You know that you have a spirit. There's a spiritual component. There's a spiritual content. There's a moral makeup. There's a intellectual makeup. There's a emotional makeup. There's you know what I'm saying. You're aware of your own sensations.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like every sensations exist. You can't. It's like love and hate and tickling. These things are real, but they are not physical. You can't say they don't exist. They do exist.
Right. It's interesting because
hold on, this is my last one. Thought. Then it says, etc. The thoughts and feelings collectively of an individual or of an aggregate of people. Basically, it's saying like noetics, but noetics is like more or less doing what this says, being conscious, and then adding on knowledge, wisdom.
Can you expound on that in the definition of noetics a little bit for me?
Just real quick. So this is dealing with the mind, or what we call the spirit, right? And there's like man's own like human spirit, which has its its limitations. And then there's like the extra spirit given from the Most High, where man is aware, like there's like a certain level of knowledge and consciousness within him. He understands how it works, how it's all tied together. Like, and then like he also tries to balance out the inward mastery so that he may understand the outward. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is done geometrically, mathematically, out and outward that we can see physically manifested, but like things start from inside before they
right
manifest outwardly. So again, so with consciousness, we're going back to the spirit, so or to the mind. Now, when we say this, I mean, me and Nepal talk about this in HOK. People say that we sound spooky, but are we not dealing with the sciences of neurology, which is study of the brain and its function,
Right.
and psychology, which is the study of the mind or spirit?
Ken,
these are sciences. No, look. Once you start having these conversations about like psychology and neurology and things, we can start getting into intellect. We can start getting into hurt and pain, distrust, hatred, faith or lack thereof,
right,
secureness or security, or lack thereof, self-love,
disillusionment,
love for others.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's one, consciousness. That's the one. Just to share that. But go ahead, brother.
Right. Absolutely. I absolutely agree with that. I wanted you to expound on the noetic thing for me, if you don't mind. The definition, and yeah.
Okay, just give me a second. I gotta type this up. What is noetics? All right, let me share my screen. I mean, it's basically, to sum it up, it would be like what we would call the Torah and the prophets. That would be ours, but it could be anything. Just learning. So noetics, the noetic sciences, as you can see, the Institute of Noetic Sciences from the I think this might be from the National Institute of Health, I hope. What is an example of noetics? Something that is noetic has to do with thinking and reason. If you praise your friend's noetic abilities, you think she's very smart. Use the adjective noetic to describe intellectual thought, like the triumph of a noetic part of your brain over your instincts. Maybe that one part again. Use the adjective noetic to describe intellectual thought, like the triumph of the noetic part of your brain over your instincts, right? So David made a distinction between the noetic part of your brain, your thinking and reasoning and processing and logic and all that part of your brain, over your instincts, which may kick in, not necessarily do. You know what I'm saying? Wait, am I even sharing? Wait, hold on. Am I sharing?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, you sharing.
You sharing.
All right. Right. So, right, consciousness. We're dealing with consciousness levels of. Oh, we're not lawyers. Let me get rid of this. Right. So, I'm sorry. What's going on? Noetics. Looking for consciousness. Oh, so we got consciousness, which is the state of being conscious, awareness of one's own existence. Right. So that could be just like outwardly. Okay, my name is blah 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 blah. I live this. Your sensations. Like outward feelings, inward feelings. Your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Your surroundings, things that are going on around you, like, whether things be high or low, you're aware of it, right? Things that are inwardly, you know what I'm saying? Look, the thoughts and the feelings collectively, the thoughts and the feelings, that would be in the inward self, that would not be physical. And the only way to have these discussions is to bring out psychology and neurology.
Right.
And the Torah for us, because it's nothing to do with the religion. Like, not to us, it is a national thing with everything we need in it. Right, so we can compare and contrast, and also use to back up and support the Torah, because the Most High is the mind of all minds. So, right, so that's the best way I can explain it to anybody. The spirit of all spirits.
Okay. Gotcha.
But you got to learn you got to learn what abilities the mind can do, or like what areas of you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many. If I just had to draw a head, and I had to draw like a skull. But I was like, okay, we're going to not necessarily focus on the skull. We're going to focus on this arch here is going to be the mind. You know what I mean? I got to like show all the different directions, the vertical lines, the horizontal lines, the angled lines, the shapes, this, that, whatever.
You getting the divine geometry and binary code. Yep, I'm about to get into that. In another lesson I'm gonna do soon. Yep.
So you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, like the Masons have their own like way of symbolic language for things, whatever. And they say that their institution is for moral lessons based on allegories, whereas ours are more initiatory, you know, into the study into psychology, because he wants trying to heal. The Torah is there to heal its affliction, you know. But it seems like the very cure, people don't, you know, they don't want the cure. They're like, this tastes nasty. Well, yeah, when you drink that water, man, you're gonna like feel, you know, taste all the impurities.
Bitter waters, bitter water. Right. And, you know, I wanted to say this. Okay. So, and, you know, recent years in studying, you know, psychology and dealing with certain people, there are people who have mental health disorders. Right. I did a video on mental health disorders, and, you know, I directed it towards, you know, saying a certain individual, but, you know, in the broader scope, what I come to understand about mental health disorders is that there is a block on the self-reflection, and there is a need for the lower nature desires and what do you call it, intuitions, you know, the desires of the flesh, you know what I'm saying, supersede the moral compass of the higher mind, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not getting too, you know what I'm saying, too deep in it, but you know, some people live their lives seeking certain gratification, you know what I'm saying, trolls, people who are overly sexually focused, people who are focused on specific things that are lower nature, you know, and they're more animalistic in that nature.
Carnal nature, lower base.
Right.
Yes.
And so that, you know, they troll, they want to, you know, stick the dini in any orifice that they find. You know, everything is about gratification, physical and emotional gratification, but there is no direction, no control, and self-reflection. And that's where that term, you know, that beast, you know what I'm saying, that goy, that lawless behavior comes in.
And like Nikola Tesla, who had I think he had like a 136 IQ, like 136 or one, it was pretty high. He said, the day science begins to study non-physical phenomena, which would be things intellectual, not he's not talking about like you know, he of course did a lot of inventing and things like that, or whatever, on a physical part, but he knew that there was like a prime mover. There was like some type of intelligence or some spirit power imperceptible to the human eye. It's just that it's there the whole time, but you're unable to, you know what I'm saying? It's like that animating force which makes things alive.
Right.
What is that? You know what I'm saying? Like you can lay next to a dead body. What's the difference between you and the dead body?
Ruach.
Well, right. So what you call it ruach, but we say ruach, right? The spirit.
You
know what I mean? And the napash or nafash, whichever you right, or some people say nefesh. The soul. Right. That's the life force. I mean, that's the character. You know, it's the soul. You know,
interesting that word nakesh, I believe, also represents the serpent, right? Nakesh.
Yeah, nakesh, yeah.
Right, similar to nefesh, but that serpent, that nakesh, also is the lower stem of the brain, which only controls the functions of the body, like reproduction, fight or flight, and I need to eat.
Wait. Say that again, brother. We got to put the link down for LER.
So the lower stem of the brain is called the reptilian stem. Right, and that is, you know, the Abdullah oblongata going down, and that is also represented by what they call the naga, right, the serpent, the snake in the garden. That only deals with fight or flight, reproduction, and eating.
Those are like the most basic low level,
right,
animalistic.
Yes.
You know, your reptile brain, like, wait. No, look, this is why it starts
sex, getting food, and fight. Right.
When you start having psychological and psychology discussions and this is like a field that our people definitely do not study. And when I'm trying to admonish young brothers and sisters to learn more about like the brain and the how and the mind, right, and how they work in conjunction.
You're
with,
right.
like, the
No, that's
body.
what Steph said.
You
The
know what I'm
son of
saying?
Phoenix know where I'm from. That's right. The most beautifulest thing in this world.
So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the psychology, man. That's what I'm saying. I told y'all psychology is the highest science. You know, all I got from niggas was grief. Oh, Judah, man, you think you better than us, man? Who gave you the authority to talk to us like that, Judah? Like, the Most High? Like, I didn't know that I was giving y'all commands. I was just over here just teaching.
Ken,
You right?
They
And cats just got offended. I'm like, bruh.
They're in their lowest stem, man. They in that Nakesh. They're not in the Nefesh.
So, in other words, what he's saying is first off, to roll in the R complex is what they call it, right? The R complex, the reptilian brain. If you're like moving in the R complex, like, bro, you are what's considered clinically as a little Pookie and a little Ray Ray. Like, there's no help for you but life in prison or to get earthed forever.
Right.
I mean, because like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't teach little Pookie and Ray Ray anything, bro. The niggas are like
Night at the Roxbury. Remember that? Remember that Night at the Roxbury movie? You remember that? That look up Night at the Roxbury. You're gonna laugh when you get a chance. Look up Night at the Roxbury. That was the three dudes in the club and they banging their head together trying to get girls and stuff with the old suits and stuff.
I think I know what you're talking about, bro. I think that club scene with the niggas,
yeah.
Yo, that movie was hilarious. Yo, someone has been watching Waterboy with Amazon. Yeah, Jim's declared mental wealth. I mean, yo, I remember that. We were just talking about that earlier today, Eliara. You know what I'm saying? Shalom Basine. Because you know what I'm saying? Technically, I'm not saying it's wrong. Like, there the people who said that or John Hopkins was wrong. It technically doesn't make any sense, right? It's illogical. It's it has to be like a. We're talking not. I'm talking intellectually. It has to be a lust-based disorder. And reason why I say that is because when you're with a woman, you get with her. Most men would get with her with the intent of, getting a baby up out of her, you know what I'm saying, and making her the wife. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you want more, whatever. That right? It makes sense. There's like the potentiality for new life is like possible. With the other stuff, it's impossible. So it would have to be. There's no probably, of course, there's no expectation of the ability to procreate. So,
right, it's the Darwin Award.
Like what's the goal? Like,
it's to gratify the flesh, the sexual desire without, the actual function. Actually, it's it is a mental health disorder. You know what I'm saying? Because and if you even understand like the statistics with LGBTQ relationships, they don't last. Whereas heterosexual relationships usually last longer. Marriages last longer because there's children involved, there's faith involved, there's building a family structure, a future in that. Whereas that doesn't exist in those other lifestyles.
And you know what, too? Sister Aston brought up this thing about this guy from Eastern psychology and Eastern wisdom called the collective unconscious. And like, I believe there is a man. There's like listen, these like conscious discussions are like never had. Like think about it. Consciousness is dealing with like the mind, right? And I'll give you an example. I always use this example for like my wife. I'll be like, look. Let's say a person's not a very strong swimmer. Let's say he's in a boat chilling in some whatever, and you throw him over the boat, and he falls in the water. Now, I didn't say he couldn't swim. I said he's not a very strong swimmer. Is he more likely to drown if he's panicking, or if he relaxes and tries to at least float?
Right.
If he stops panicking and begins to like think, like, here, let me lay on my back and like extend my arms and like just float. If he just sits and thinks,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like he ups his percentage for survival.
Right.
As opposed to being like, oh my God, somebody help me. Somebody help me. Flopping
right.
around.
So wilding around, and then if you try to help him, he'll pull you down and then with him.
Thank you.
Right?
So that's what I'm talking about, intellect over emotion. Yeah, you might feel like, oh shit, like, I'm in danger or whatever, but flipping out is like, you're wasting time. We could be on some MacGyver shit, like trying to like, you know what I mean? That's why a lot of like, you see a lot of rich people like commit suicide.
Right. I couldn't even get through 5 minutes of Waterboy. I hate that movie, and I do not like Adam Sandler. Please do not put that crap on me. Hate that movie.
Rob Wax said,
I don't even like sports. I don't watch sports movies. Anything that got sports in it is crap to me.
No, I hear you. Wait a minute, Rob Wax, but everybody else is making money. Why not Son Letter be able to make money? That was, the dance a little unfair. There's people getting big money from YouTube. Why wouldn't he? Like, I don't understand. I guess it just be that personal. That's that emotion I'm talking about. See, our people, they got so mad because I was like, basically like, yo, if you like stop being so goddamn emotional and be more intellectual, we would get a lot further. Like, think about it. I look at like this awakening as like a battlefield. You need a strong team around you when you fighting off, you know what I'm saying, the elements of the world, as the New Testament calls it. You know what I mean? The whatever vices you have, your worldly vices that you still want to retain, but you know it's not good to keep, because you know you're a renewed person in the sight of the Most High, right? So you know you can't bring the old man or the old woman with you in this journey, right? Because this is a war. And the enemy you fighting is yourself, but you know what I'm saying? Like aspects of yourself, not really yourself. And these negative aspects can be looked at as armies. You got the army of lust, the army of carnality, the army of ignorance. You have to use your intellectual army to defeat these niggas and conquer them. And what is that? Right. These are aspects of your inward self.
I would like to make an objection to Rob Rack's assertion over here. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, I'm going into law, right? And not to make money, but money is necessary for me to be able to help others. I'm a father's rights advocate, right? And so I help dads every day. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of stuff for free. However, you know what I'm saying, as a father as well, in order for me to finish law school and do all this stuff, I need to finance. One hand wash the other, both hands wash the face. So one of the greatest jobs you could do is a service for others. And that also requires recompense. Those who appreciate you and what you're doing will also, the Bible says, a man's heart, where a man's heart lies, is where his treasure will be also. So if you do something for a brother and he don't appreciate you, come back to you on his own and say, listen, I got to shoot you some dollars, man. What do you need, brother? Like the other day, I helped this brother for like over a year. He hit me up out of the blue and shot me $100. I needed that money. You know what I'm saying? I've been helping people and have my Superman cape on and doing all this stuff. And here I am dealing with bills and trying to get my son ready for school. And ain't nobody come and holler at me except for this one brother who appreciated the work that I did for him. If we all had that mind state, Chinese people and Asian people, they don't go nowhere and not bless somebody with some bread. In Chinese functions, one of the first things they do is put money in them little red envelopes called Hung Pao. And you'll turn around and you'll see everybody want to get Christmas gifts and stuff. F them gifts. You know what I'm saying? Where's the financial support? Where's the economic support? This is why our communities are going down, because we do not financially support each other.
We have a question. We have a question real quick.
Yeah.
You know, I've gotten to politics like just recently. I'm not, so I was never like a political person or whatever, right? But I began to like realize who the protected peoples were, people who had protection, quote unquote, if you know what I mean, right? Protected status. Now, you know, if we have like quote unquote melanated or even if whatever political term, if you want to say African JEWS, right? We're talking for like for political clout, right? Jews of Africa, of African descent. If you want to be political, you know, like I wouldn't even complain about that. But you don't think that'd be a way a step closer if we had like a protected class? You don't think that would also, since it would be a protected class, it'll also get its funding because it will be a network of refuge for those who have you know, right? If you know what I mean, right? Zion, you know what I'm saying, brother, or no?
Ken, I'm right here. Yep.
Well, what do you think about? I mean, I'm just asking theoretically. What do you think?
Say that one more time.
There are protected class or protected status people in the world,
Yes.
like such as the LGBTQ,
Absolutely.
the hat,
the
Asians.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. So being black is not going to grant you any refuge from whatever because it's not necessarily recognized as a nationality; it's a color.
Right. There's no nationalism behind it. That's why I'm I'm Ethiopian nationalist.
Well, wait, but wouldn't something more closer to the American black experience, which would be like what or Israelite, which we call ourselves, but for political sakes, listen, because if for political sakes, you could say African Jews or whatever political correct term for whatever, right? Even though we call ourselves Israelites, we still go under like Jews status because there are many brothers such as who do. Well, you yourself have a rabbi, right?
Yes,
so politically, it's an ethnicity with our own practices, and we're not all. It's not a monolith. Everybody's not the same, but under ethnicity or national body or whatever, we would get more done than being African Americans, which is where it says two continents. It's not a nationality,
right?
So technically, we're not people.
It's a description, not a not a you know what I'm saying, a national identity. Yeah, and that's the problem that a lot of people are having. With the EWF, is acknowledged by the United Nations, and it's acknowledged by the United States, and that was established in 1930s. And so there's a constitution, the whole nine, and there are legal ramifications with that. You know what I'm saying, for those who are who have joined the EWF, even before the small hats were even, you know, had a nation or had a, you know, usurped the nation, put it that way. You feel me? And that flag, did you know that flag, the flag that they're using actually came from the Ethiopian Zionists? They had they stole that flag.
Okay.
The two stripes and the star, blue and white, that I got photos of the Ethiopian Zionists and the commandment keepers in 1930. They didn't choose a flag until 1942. They took the flag that our ancestors, who even, you know, our elders who were the, you know, established even before One West had. There are photos 1934, 1932 of that flag behind Josiah Ford, Rabbi Matthews, and them.
You know what? I believe Laban said Hebrew Israelites of Dimona already got the blueprint laid out for that. Okay, yes, I would say they definitely do for as far as like the return process, right?
Right.
But for the experience of being in exile, like they're in the land, sure, it's still in the state of exile. I get it, right? But they're still closer to the land than we are, right? And they have their community, nice little community over there with, right? So that plan of like that they have is definitely the blueprint, I think. But it would have to be a little bit modified because we are in America, and it would have to be like broad because, you know what I'm saying, there are different sects of our Judaism, so to speak. You have like Israelite Torah, you know, you have Rastafarians, you have New Testament people, you have people who are professed Christians like Israel doctrine, who knows he's an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? So there's so many different types, you know what I'm saying? But we all know that the Torah is the foundation, but there's different types of thought. It's not a monolith. That's why I'm saying politically, I think that One West also dropped the ball I think that when they were like rabbis and things, I think they would have been like a little bit smarter politically.
Yeah, they did this themselves from the early Israelite movements, which I thought was like the worst thing you could do.
I mean, like they had like One West has like literally like no political power. Like I think even like wearing like the uniforms that they wore were like detrimental to.
They're 501. They're 501c3, which actually binds them from even getting involved because they're considered a religious organization like a church. They actually binds them from actually getting into politics. But if you get a 501c4, then you're yeah. I just got finished talking to Rabbi about that. Like EWF, they're not considered a religious organization, but they're considered a group. A nationalistic group, and so therefore they have the ability to discuss politics.
Listen. I think I heard a little bit about that. Hold on. I said decline or define severe duress. They have the highest life expectancy in Israel. They have the core blueprint to follow as a nation when it comes to the geopolitical approach. I mean, I think I would agree, LeBron, and say as a body and when I'm saying as a body of people not in Paul's foolishness, right. But as an applicable, workable plan, I would definitely say that the Bona population is have laid the standard.
Yeah, I love that.
Down.
I love
anything else is like, what I'm saying, like, I mean, like what can you say? Like
they stayed true to they stayed true to the original Zion because that term Zionist has been negatively, established with the small hats. But we were the Ethiopian Israelite Zionist movement. The commandment keepers, they were the first Zionists. And that term Zionist was basically a return back to our culture and to our land. First, the culture, the regathering that we see all throughout the scripture. That's what Zionism was. I did papers on this, peer-reviewed papers recently in the last 2 years. I smushed it. Right. So, understand that term Zionism, as we understand it today, is a bastardization of the flag and the origin where the term came from. Ethiopian Zionism was what, Ethiopian Israelite Zionism was the commandment keepers. And, that was before. And that's what the Mona stayed true to. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm saying like, but I mean, like, so, I mean, but still they did lay down the blueprint, right? But there still isn't like a working political body. I think that once people like see, I think if it was ever implemented, if someone just put like, whatever political term, but it was like for basically for non-European Jewry,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Where like they can't try to like run blah 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 on us because we all have our own, like Laban said, we all have our own distinct ethnic traditions, or whatever, right? So, if people see politically we have a protected class, they would be more apt to learn and be like, oh, well, there actually is something,
right?
You're not just not out trying to preach my ears off. You're actually like
having a universal, a plan, like a 10-point program that is inclusive of all things, Black culture. Doesn't necessarily have to, exclude those who are of different faiths, you know what I mean? But of at least, some political and social construct. We have the same social interests. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And we should be forwarding that. You know what I mean? We should be pushing that. I'm saddened by ISUBK and some of the other groups. IUIC seems to be understanding that to a degree because they're stretching out abroad. Whereas, my ISUPK brothers, love them brothers, they seem to be, like boxing themselves in, where they could be more prominent and more powerful than they are. You want to go to the jails and preach to people who just came out of gangbanging. Okay, great. what are we doing on? What are we? What's the next step?
Well, that's what I was saying about people. I'm not saying, I'm saying, like, I'm not saying run for president. I'm saying if there's somebody, brother or sister that get, with some political clout that runs under us as a national body instead of a color or 2 continents, right? Take a whole nother approach, right? When you're a debater too, like myself, and you've been doing it for a long time, especially whipping everybody online. You see that you begin to put different aspects of geometric thought in your in every day-to-day life. So if you can do what we do on here, you can do anything.
Right. Have you ever read the Ethiopian World Federation Constitution?
No, I have not.
Oh, you got to read that. That's some groundbreaking work right there. And that was the foundation for those early Israelite movements prior to One West. And what was actually what they were working on doing internationally and nationally here in America was to get us certain diplomatic immunities that we see other people have. Diplomatic immunities.
Oh, see. But the Bible's not the best tool for our liberation. There's a guy that people will call a hot dang fool. This goes by the name Carl Israel Doctrine. But he always says the Bible is the best tool for our liberation. He literally
I
always
beat him in
says
debate too, right? I smushed his head in, right?
Oh, really?
He had a stroke right after too.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why he wasn't very.
It was a debate about Paul, and what I'm saying, I pointed out the flaws in Paul's doctrine, and he lost it, and he lost the debate, and then he had like a stroke like 2 days after that.
Oh man. Oh, poor Israel Doctrine.
That's why he used the AI.
Yeah. Well, he had a stroke before. You know what I'm saying? People used to say, used to tell me all the time, man, Israel used to be a banger. You know what I'm saying? But then he had like a first stroke or whatever like that. And then, some of his capacities were compromised. But, I still love the brother's zealousness. You know what I mean? He's still trying, and, I'm not a bully.
Shout to the true MVP.
I'm not a bully. I can be though,
Shout out to the true MVP, Carl Israel Doctrine. Hold on, real quick. Hold on. Look. Now, I try to explain to Sister Nepal. I'll be like, yo, conscious means the state of being conscious. Awareness of one's own existence, sensations, thoughts, surroundings, etc. Right? Thoughts and feelings collectively as an individual or as of a people, right? So that we have like a moral compass or moral consciousness as a nation of Israelites. Like we have it from the law. When people commit certain things, or whatever, you'll see everyone making videos attacking that person because everyone knows you're not supposed to be like doing that. Now, if we were just niggas, like niggas might say something, but for the most part, niggas doing that shit too. So, right, it's kind of like it's looked down on. Wait, am I sharing? Yeah. Now look, I kept trying to tell the sister, I was like, sister, energy does not mean spirit. It does have spirit here, but like I don't know about how they would use spirit unless you use it.
Yeah, energy, yes, doesn't encompass. It doesn't encompass that. Look, I can be a retard and be a lot of people, like people who have mental health disorders and stuff like that. They have like what they call crazy man strength. That's energy. You know what I'm saying? That's energy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, of course.
That ain't spirit.
Right.
It's not consciousness.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So look, this is the basic root meaning of energy. The strength and vitality required for sustained physical or mental activity. An example given. Changes in the levels of vitamins can affect energy and well-being, right? Changes in the levels of vitamins can affect energy. Remember I told you about the story about me vomiting on my I came back to Cleveland. Like, changes in levels of vitamins can affect energy and well-being. I was all jammed up until that lady brought, one of my best friend's moms brought over this like big basket of fruit for me. Man, praise the Most High for that. My body was telling me that, like, you know what I'm saying? 2, energy. Power derived from the utilization of physical or chemical resources,
right?
Especially to provide light and heat or to work machines, right? Like nuclear energy, gas energy, electrical energy,
Right.
water energy. But it all goes back to like the strength and vitality required for sustained physical or mental activity. Goddamn car engine has to need some form of energy, and it's physical, right? So this all the energy means is like the the strength and vitality required for sustained for an amount of time,
Right.
sustaining rate of energy or
Right.
vigor or liveliness, right? Because once your eyes is hungry again, you can be like, man, I gotta sit down, man. I don't have the energy to play
You get
basketball,
tired.
play that
Right.
fourth
You beat.
quarter.
Right.
Right. So I was saying that to show the difference of consciousness.
Spirit directs that energy in the right area. When you have a broken mind, you can be the strongest man on the planet. You be on steroids and have all the strength in the world, but you know what I'm saying, all you're going to do is use it for, you know what I'm saying, the carnal things, fighting and sexual reproduction, all of that stuff, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. That's energy.
Well, let me be fair. So they might say, well, Judah, put it on, click spirit. And there, if you remember, I was like, well, I can see spirit being used only in this way, and I give my examples. All right?
Right.
Yeah, like a life force, right. But we generally call that soul.
But isn't that different from?
Which is right there.
Isn't that different? So like ruach, that ruach has a multiplicitous understanding. There's a consciousness of breath, and then there's a life force breath. All animals have a ruach, as well as humans. But however, we have like spiritually, ruach hakodesh is more of a consciousness of a mind that directs the breath of life, that life force.
I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with that. Like that's pretty much how it works in a nutshell. Like kind of like when King David, when he was like anointed, and it says that the Holy Spirit like seized upon him, or like when Moses laid his hands upon Joshua, and I think all the Levites did too, or something, or whatever. Somebody like established Joshua as the successor, and it's like the Holy Spirit, the sanctuary mind, or the holy mind, or spirit mind, cleave to him, right? So again, we're looking at the word for I click spirit when we went to the word, what was it? Energy. Because somebody be like, dude, that says spirit right there. So look, here's the first definition: the non-physical part of a person. This is what we always tell people about psychology and neurology. Basically, more psychology and Torah, right? That we're dealing with the intellect and spirit, like or at least over here, and Torah nights is what we deal with, right? A place where the Holy Spirit can like dwell within our spirit, our soul. It says the non-physical part of a person, which is the seat of emotions and character, the soul. We seek a harmony between body and spirit, right? But this thing here just says the seat of emotions and character, where in the Torah ours is the seat of intellect. It would be heart would be the seat of emotion in the Torah, right? But the same general idea. So when we say physical or spirit, not physical, we say spirit, you know what we're talking about. But look, there's a second part. The non-physical part, or the spirit of a person, regarded as their true self, right? This is what we're saying. We're saying like, the inward man. That people, if that inward man would ever come to life, and people, they would have empathy and sympathy. They wouldn't be like so quick to put harm on other people, right? Because what even the New Testament says it too. It was like the whole of the Torah is love Yahweh and your brother as yourself, right? So they had that like understanding at that time. I'm not necessarily saying that's wrong. That sounds about right, right? Love the Most High and your neighbor as yourself.
Can.
So then the third part is the non-physical part of a person manifested as an apparition after their death, like a ghost, right? A phantom or whatever, right? Shrine. They have here Holy Spirit.
We call them dopey and I dopey them.
Ethos, prevailing tendency, the motivating force, the animating principle, right? This is like what I would say that for those who don't understand, like in the Torah.
Right. Let me ask you a question.
Saying, it's like, it says, let's say the person is the Negro, right? The person is like brain dead, but then the person gets a spark of seeing something he never can forget. It's too late. He saw it already, but instead of he knows there's something happened to him, and then he must continue forth. So he goes on his search inwardly, and with that person became the Torah or the Spirit pushed that brother on to get to his destination, and that person, quote unquote, is called coming to life. It is like it literally, like anybody who knows what I'm talking about. When you came to life, you understood you were more than just a lump of flesh,
right?
With animalistic, horny, eating, sleeping, shitting,
right,
and having fun. Only you knew that there was like a higher cause for your being.
Exactly.
Right. There's a mind behind creation. Like what is that? And why are you here? What is your purpose of being here? Some people have no problem with just being deaf, dumb, and blind. None.
Right. So I wanted to respond to Ascent of Phoenix's post where it says Judah and Zion, would you two consider the Chinese concept of qi to be synonymous with spirit and or energy? I'm a Chinese martial arts practitioner for over 30 some odd years. There are 3 parts. Qi is the energy, yi is the mind, and jing is the use of the mind directing the qi. There's 3 parts. So you can have, like, for instance, a person in a vegetative state has qi, but he has no yi and therefore cannot direct that energy besides the poop. You know what I'm saying? And fart. There's no qi to direct. There's no yi to direct the qi, and there's no jing. So jing, I have a 3rd degree black belt in Chinese Kung Fu, Hung Law. You know what I mean? Y'all can check my video out on Paradigm Shift. I go through the whole thing. I even show my Sifu and everything. But so yi, qi, and jing. What is jing? Jing is the active expression that is directed through the mind. It is the emotion that you are using to direct the energy.
4 o'clock.
Okay. Wow, it is. Well, it's 3 a.m. over here.
Right.
So look that up. You can look that up in multiple books. There's a book called The Web That Has No Weaver, which is a really intense Chinese book about Chinese medicine, Chinese and Taoist medicine. There's also Dr. Yang Juingning, who writes a ton of books. He's a white crane practitioner who writes a lot about Chinese medicine and the direction of qi, and jing. Jing, or fighting, as we say in martial arts. If you're throwing a punch and you're not putting any energy and no actual energy behind it, it's just a punch.
Yes. Hey, I'm sorry to cut it short, you guys. My wife told me I'm going to go to this. What is this?
Okay.
My insurance. So we have to go to City Hall, and I got to be there before 30 minutes. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't know. She just like sprang this on me just now. But thank y'all for like coming through, man. But we didn't really get too deep. I wanted to kind of go into another thing, but with using the scriptures. But I know Devian about to go to sleep. It's real late. But shalom, brother Jeremiah. But all praise to the Most High Yahweh God. You know what I'm saying? And we'll catch you guys in a little bit. Yahweh willing. Shalom, y'all.
Shalom.
Shalom. Oh.
Give you heavens. to Yahweh. Sing to Yahweh, sing to Yahweh, cry out to Yahweh. For eternally you shall reign. So please take heed, O Israel. Fear him always, for Yahweh knows all. Please hear us, Yahweh. Save those who fear you.